filler. Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi-Spa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
Get ready for tailgate season at Shimmer Boutique. Locally owned and operated, Shimmer has the best selection of game day apparel and accessories for ladies. And gentlemen, Shimmer has a newly restocked wide selection of t-shirts with brands like Local Boy, Old South, Southern Fried Cotton, and the newest edition, Pimp Shrimp. Shimmer has everything you need this fall. They carry the largest selections of Yetis and Hey Dudes and more. Be ready for game day and every day at Shimmer Boutique with locations in Greenville, Winterville, and Jacksonville. Go Pirates!
When you walk through the doors of Villa Verde, you'll experience the sights, sounds, and smells of authentic Dominican flavors. This is Jay from Villa Verde, inviting you to come by and try one of our amazing empanadas, our famous red snappers, grouper bites, seafood paella, Cuban sandwiches, and much, much more. Relax on the patio with a fresh mojito or a cold beer while enjoying one of our out-of-this-world desserts, like our rum pineapple cake or our famous tres leches. Villa Verde on 10th Street, a platform for good, and a proud supporter of the Pirate Nation.
Here's the deal. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you can save an average of $889 per year. Hi, I'm State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer, and I'm ready to help you combine your home and auto and save in Greenville, North Carolina. Call 493-0002 today to get started on your personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
Familia is your go-to spot for the best Italian dishes around, including pizzas, pastas, salads, and homemade desserts.
That's Familia.
Enjoy half-off wine night on Wednesdays, $3 drafts on Thursdays, or get a pizza of the week for just $12.
That's Familia.
Place your order online or call 689-6330, and Familia will have your order ready in their drive-thru window for pickup.
That's Familia.
Clip, really?
Oh, sorry.
Familia on Fire Tower Road in Winterville near Pitt Community College.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of Pip Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growatpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. Pip, where business goes to grow.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
How's everybody doing?
East Carolina girls are the best in the world.
Booty, 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 booty everywhere.
Clip. Hey, man, good to see you, brother.
You got to give me a sack, Chandler. Give me a sack.
Sack!
Yes.
How about those friggin' pirates?
It's a me, Inez Garcia.
Puedes pintar este violeta.
Y'all are intimidating guys. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are famous. Y'all are celebrity type guys, and that's intimidating.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Alrighty, welcome in to a Football Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios. Coming to you today on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. You can find us on 1250, 930 online, pr927fm.com. And be a part of our show on Facebook Live and YouTube. We are back on Facebook Live, so that is good to see. Check us out there. Comment. What are you up to this weekend without an ECU football game? Of course, we'll take your thoughts on the game. I feel like we were just here taking your thoughts on the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show. But we'll continue that chatter today on the program. And hit us up on YouTube as well. The chat gang already representing strong. Give us a like, a subscribe on Pirate Radio TV. Coming up on today's show, a little different than the Friday regulars, although we're subbing Brian North with the new fella at WCTI 12. We'll talk to Luke Schwartz for the first time. Figured since we talked to Brian last night on the Bud Light pregame tailgate, it'd be a good time to welcome on Luke Schwartz for the first time, get to know him, talk some sports with him. So we'll do that coming up later on in hour number 1. We're substituting Tony for Tony. Tony Dunn out today. Tony Collins will join us on the Halloween Express live line, the ECU Hall of Famer. I know he'll have a lot to say about ECU and their struggles this season and the loss last night. And boy, what's going on with his New England Patriots? Tough football time for Tony Collins. And since we're substituting Tony for Tony, and since I don't have Tony Dunn's NFL picks, I'll have Tony Collins make his NFL picks, and we'll count those on Tony Dunn's record. So we'll talk a little ECU and NFL with touchdown Tony Collins coming up at 4 o'clock. We'll make our picks in the 4 o'clock hour as well and get you ready for NFL week number 6. And at 5 o'clock, Morgan Ahlers will join us. And later on in hour number 3, Mark Greenhalgh Golf Shop Radio Show. All that ahead on this Football Free Beer Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Let's check in quickly. Well, first let me say welcome in to Shirley Rhodes, the birthday girl. Happy birthday to Shirley.
Hey.
Hey.
Thank you.
Wow, that sounded way more pleasant than I thought you'd be after a late night last night.
Well, yeah, because I was completely out of F's to give at shortly after 12:15 this morning. But I got a little bit of sleep, so now I feel a lot better.
I got keyword a little bit for sure in terms of sleep. So we left here, Shirley, at 2.
Mm-hmm.
I got home at 2:20-ish. You got home?
It was about 2:30 when I got home.
I didn't get to sleep. I think I saw 4 o'clock on my phone. So it was after 4 o'clock before I went to sleep. And I am not a morning person. For whatever reason, I got up at 8:30 and couldn't go back to sleep. And I was so angry at myself. I don't know what's going on. So I am going on sick earlier this week and lack of sleep. And but I'm feeling a little spry. I think I might have a lack of oxygen in the brain or something. I don't know what's going on. But I'm ready today. We're going to have a good show today. I'm fired up.
Yeah, I went to bed. I think I crawled into bed about 10 till 3 because I have dogs, so they had to be let out and everything when I got home. And once I got them settled and got myself settled, it was about 10 till 3 when I crawled into bed. And I woke up about, I think it was maybe 7:45 this morning because I got phone calls and text messages early this morning because usually I am up around 7:30. But I was going to sleep in this morning, and that didn't happen. So
looking forward to sleeping in tomorrow. I can tell you that.
Oh, I'm definitely sleeping in tomorrow.
Question for you, Shirley. John Moody sends a thank you. Thanks for all the coverage last night and this morning. What was the caller count? Do you know how many calls we got? Did you count it?
Normally I do. Last night we were hovering right around 30, 32 or 33.
And
I
they
think
really
was the total.
never stopped.
No, they never stopped.
Yeah.
It was literally as soon as I released the line, it was ringing again. So.
I'll be honest. I like to be honest with you folks. If that was a noon game, a 3:30 game, and we were still going like we were, the show might have continued. We would have probably gotten more calls and would have kept going.
Yeah, we would have kept going.
But the fact that it was 2 a.m. and we had been on for 3 hours already.
And some of us had been, like for myself, I had been at work all day. I worked my normal hours that I do here.
It was time to go.
Yeah, it was definitely time to go.
It was time to go. Joey is in the house. What's up, Joey?
What's up? What's up?
Good to see you.
Good to see you guys.
And Chon. Hey, Chon.
Hey, Clipper.
What's up, bud?
HF, buddy.
HF, MF.
I want to say I am very proud of you.
Me?
Yes.
Little old me?
Little old you.
What did I do?
Well, first of all, you started off the week sick. Very sick.
Shouldn't even have been here Monday.
You looked sick. You sounded sick.
By the way, I left my house today with 2 sick females.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they're down for the count.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Man. Well, sorry to hear that. But you started off the week very sick. It got better as the week went on. Then you had what we endured last night.
The marathon Thursday.
With ECU versus SMU. They got away from the Pirates quick. And then, as we were here for 3 hours and up until 2 a.m., and now you're back here on Friday. I didn't know if you were going to make it, to be honest with you. And I feel bad.
Whoa,
I feel like
ton of disrespect.
I feel like an absolute jerk thinking and doubting you, thinking that you wouldn't make it to Friday.
Dude,
here you are.
I show up. Now, whether or not I do a good job while I'm here, that you can debate that. I might suck. I might be awful. But I'll be here. My fat ass will be here. I might not do nothing when I get here, but I'll be here.
But you know what? I'm glad you proved me wrong. And I didn't tell anybody. I just kind of kept it to myself. I said, there ain't no way.
You wrote me off.
I said, there ain't no... Did you write back?
I don't need this pen.
Did you write back?
'Cause I ain't writing back.
I was like to myself, I said, he's not going to do it. There's no way. I said, there's no way. When it comes Friday, Clip Brock will not be here. Between being sick and having to go through what we did last night.
You must not know about me. You must not know about me.
I must not. But what I do know now is that you are one bad M.O.
Is what you didn't know then?
M.O.
M.F.
What kind of language, what kind of alphabet did you learn in your hick town?
You are one bad S.O.B.
Did you call me a mo?
Mofo.
Okay.
That's what I was getting to.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you.
So proud of you. But man.
Hey, I'll take any and all compliments. You know?
I'm glad it's Friday.
Yeah.
I do like those Thursday night games. I just hate that we don't get enough time to kind of digest it.
I'm good. I've digested it enough.
Yeah, I mean,
how much more you want to digest last night?
Not really much.
I heard you need to do a better job digesting your food.
I learned that too. It was going to be brought up anyway sometime during the show.
It's all good.
But,
hey, look,
it's all good.
For folks out there,
it's a good ad.
We had a very small kind of work grievance issue with 2 of our people here at Pirate Radio. So what did we do?
I didn't have a problem with it at all.
What did we do? We did nothing and let it fester and build. Psych! We talked about it in the open. We got it out there. Guess what? We're all good.
And how long did it take?
30 seconds.
That's it.
Productivity.
Shorter than a ECU 3 and out.
I love how we act like me and Shirley just went at it. Like we were going back and forth.
Oh, it was kind of aggressive.
It was ugly.
I felt the tension.
Joey was holding back Shirley. I had Chandler.
Yeah. I literally
was not aggressive.
I was in my office just going, okay.
Now, I will say,
I get that.
Chandler kind of did the thing where before he charged at Shirley, he made sure we were in the middle. He had a chance to go after her.
It's that, hold me back, bro, but then gets next to his homie.
Don't restrain me.
At one point, Shirley had, left her feet, so Joey had her, and she was all going over him like this.
And then I put her in an arm bar.
Yeah.
And I broke her arm.
I walked out the back door, and I closed the door, and I said, yeah, that's right. You better run. You better be glad this door's closed on me.
30 seconds later, we're all good.
Yep.
That's how we squad.
And now we're doing a radio show together.
That's right, and we all love each other until the break, and then we're going to go back to hating each other again. People don't know this. We hate each other in real life.
That's not true.
Well, we have to say that.
Like the legendary.
We hate each other.
We really do.
We really do.
What's that? What's that?
Can Jam. We're the legendary Can Jam duo.
I was going to say, we're the legendary Can Jam people.
We talk only in studio.
Joey was explaining this to me the other day. So the game is Can Jam. You're throwing a little
a frisbee. Somebody has to get it in the can. And these guys have been competing in professional tournaments for 7 years now. Or no, longer than that, but for the last 7 years, personal beefs have gone between the two, and they don't talk to each other outside of a matchup.
So they're 2 grown men playing a ridiculous
They're
sport.
older than you. They're like 60.
Oh, my God. Well, boy, they're dead then.
Oh, my God. All right, my bad. Oh, you're right. I didn't have to go there.
Old fart.
So they're playing this stupid kids game as these old men, and they are this dynamic duo, but off the field or whatever the hell you play on,
outside of competition,
they do not talk. They have giant beefs. They hate each other.
Yep.
and their families hate each other.
They take photos when they win like tournaments and stuff, and they have trophies. They take the photos, and the reason people believe it is because they don't smile in no photos.
Think the Capulets and the Montagues, the Hatfields and the McCoys.
Wasn't there a story that Mike and Mike didn't talk to each other?
Yeah, the candy guys.
Yeah. What did you just say?
The candy guys?
No, the radio
Mike Golick
guys.
and Mike Greenberg.
You talking about M&Ms?
Oh.
No.
Those aren't real people. I know you think the
he's-
green.
No, I'm talking about Mike and Ike. They're two
Mike
brothers.
and Ike.
They
The
actually
green and
had a
yellow
beef as
actually
well.
get
They
together.
did. They
I know
did.
you
That
think
is true.
Sorry for being a
that
fatty.
green M&M is sexy, but it's not a real person.
I don't even like M&Ms.
No, but he is talking about Mike and Ike, and that is true.
Well,
They
that
had a
is a
beef.
shame because they make really good. That Red Rages box is outstanding.
I know.
Outstanding. Pat says ECU football. Where do we go from here? We go further down in the standings. We continue to lose. Although we have to win next Saturday because that is our Super Bowl. Because we got Biff and Charlotte coming in here.
All right? This is ECU Super Bowl. Who's playing the national anthem? Who's singing the national anthem? And who's doing the halftime show?
Great question. So are we... Should it be people who are on the level of this matchup? Like this terrible football matchup?
I guess
I
so.
would
Let it be realistic and say yes. So you can do Parmalee for the national anthem.
Wow.
On that level?
A ton of disrespect to Parmalee.
Well, there's a connection to East Carolina there.
Okay, but...
Yeah, but that's not what he was asking,
I was
though.
kind of making a joke. Like, this is nowhere close to a Super Bowl because you've got two bad football teams playing.
Right.
And you were going to have, like, a kind of a joke act. But you threw Parmalee out there. That's why...
And there's no offense to that. I didn't mean that.
I know you did.
I just
I know
said
you did.
there's a connection to East Carolina.
Sure. I don't know. Well, who you tell us? Who's national anthem?
Let's see.
That's going to be tough.
I'm going to go Sir Elton John.
On that level?
Well, now I've just scrapped that premise because we've lost that. So I'm going to go Sir Elton John national anthem. Halftime show.
I was going to say Nickelback.
Look at this photograph. It's a photograph of Scotty Montgomery.
No, let's go back to your thing. I'm sorry I ruined that.
You didn't. But I don't know who is a joke musical act. Who does everybody laugh at?
Tenacious D.
Milli Vanilli.
But they laugh at them because they're funny. Do you not? I say like they're a joke, like they make fun of.
You said laugh at!
Right.
People laugh at Tenacious D!
Not laugh with.
Golly,
laugh
man! Do you get the confusion?
Kind of, but I feel like at this
Why
point.
am I the idiot?
Well, that's a great question you need to ask yourself every day when you leave here.
Good God!
When you get in your car.
What do you want me to say? I just want to shut up the rest of the segment.
When you get in your car on the way home from work every day, you should look in the mirror.
I should, shouldn't I?
And say, why am I the idiot?
I should say, why the hell am I going to work? Because I'm going to get berated by Clip Brock. I can't say anything right. I said damn Tenacious D, and I'm stealing it. Oh, my God.
You can't even chew right.
Oh, my God.
He can't even eat his food right. Shirley, do you understand what I was saying? You get it. She said Nickelback.
All right, what's your example?
Nickelback was her example.
Nickelback.
People make fun of them. Do you not understand the premise?
But there's people that like Nickelback.
That's true. That's why I just tried to move on from it, and then you brought it back.
I don't
Brandon
know.
Manning says you need to calm down.
All right, Brandon.
What the hell is going on around here?
Superstitious beers. Superstitious beers.
Superstitious beers.
I shouldn't be acting like this on a Friday.
I think we need to have another meeting.
Right here on the air?
Yeah.
All right.
Look,
y'all close y'all's ears.
I told you that I was kind of in a weird mood today. I didn't get a lot of sleep. I might have bullied you a little bit there. I apologize.
That's okay.
I thought, here's my thing. I do this all the time. I think we're having fun. I take it too far. I took it too far with you. I'm sorry.
There's the line.
I crossed it. Now, what would you like to say for yourself?
I took it too far. There's a line.
Well,
and then I took it too far. I yelled. I shouldn't be yelling.
Could you say that you didn't fully understand the premise?
I didn't fully understand the premise.
Okay.
But I didn't understand it.
Yeah.
But can you understand why I didn't understand it?
Yeah, somewhat.
Okay.
About the third time, I thought you might have caught on, but you didn't, and I should have just stopped it there. And okay. I went too far.
All right, this meeting's not working.
No, we're getting somewhere. We're going to meet in the middle here.
If this meeting was a fire and putting gasoline on it, this is a good meeting.
Well, sometimes, if all the only liquid you have is gasoline around, that's what you have to throw in the fire.
Well, I mean, when life hands you the gasoline.
Chandler, I'm going to say this, man. A bad day with you is a good day to me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I do.
All right. We good?
We're good, baby.
All right.
We're always good.
We're homies. We're homies again.
Dude, there should be a highlight reel of how many times we get mad at each other, and like 2 minutes later, it's like, hey, let's hug it out.
This show is a lesson on how to squash beef for all of you out there. You've probably got people in your life right now that you wish you could squash a beef with. Honestly, the way I do it, it's just the same way I get into trouble, with laughter, making jokes. I get myself into trouble going too far with jokes. I get myself out of that hole with more sentimental, nice jokes. Laughter is the best medicine.
All right. Pat has a good one.
Pat.
On Facebook.
Okay.
And this is one that I would want.
Okay.
Adam Sandler. Or is he like a Tenacious D?
Let me ask you this. Do you laugh at Adam Sandler because he's funny, or do you laugh at him because he's not good and you're making fun of him laughing at him?
I laugh at him because he's funny.
Correct.
I get it. So you know what? So let me get this straight. He's in the same category as Tenacious D.
Yes.
Okay.
We got to move on, or I'm going to say something mean again.
Go ahead. Just go ahead and get it out.
No, let's move on. It's 3:18. We haven't done anything. We are live on the air. The show has started.
Okay.
All right. I just want to
make sure. And you're the host. Let's drop this baby. What do you want to talk about?
I want to check in with the chat gang. Pike liked the stream. Said Friday the 13th can't be as bad as the game last night. Eric says, it's bad when Monica is too pissed to call into the fifth quarter. Michael Winstead said, hello, Pirate Radio family. Howdy, Mr. Winstead. Jamie says, happy birthday, Shirley, as does Michael Winstead and Tyler.
Thank you.
Jamie says, Clip not being a morning person is not surprising. Not sure about afternoon or night either. Jamie, what are you, a comedian from the 60s? Clip not being a morning person is not surprising. Not sure about afternoon or night either. Ha 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 ha. What are you on the Johnny Carson show? Making my grandma laugh? Steve says HFMFs.
HFMF.
Steve said, happy birthday, Shirley. Now sing, boys. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Shirley. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
I love that you at the end.
Mm-hmm.
You said, mm-hmm.
Jamie said, I thought all of you hated Chandler, but not the rest of each other. We love everybody, man.
No, I don't talk to Chandler outside of this.
Fair enough. So that's what's going on. Hey, Chris Paul that, man. That's what's going on the chat. Jack says Shirley is the best. Happy birthday, sweet lady.
Is that Jack Bowen?
It is.
Jack
Thank you,
Bowen.
brother.
Met him yesterday.
J-Bo. All right. A couple things on the game last night. Usually I don't get mad about something in an ECU game like I do about the Commanders. It's different.
Well, it's professional football that is why you get so upset with the Commanders.
It's also
like they get paid to play this game.
There's that, and the fact that I can sit down and watch it as a fan rather than it being a work day like it is at Pirate Radio with ECU football.
That's fair too.
That is a work day. During the game, I'm thinking about the fifth quarter, and before the game, I'm hosting a show for 4 hours. I can't enjoy it really because it's work. So I've kind of detached from it emotionally. I still want them to win, as always, of course, and pulling for them and get excited and stuff during games. But hey, if they lose, all I'm thinking about most of the time is if they lose, what's the fifth quarter going to be like? What is it like next week at work, press conferences? If they win, same thing. But, man, I got a little ticked off last night.
I was right here with you. I was at the game and was able to come back to experience this situation in the ball game where I saw you get mad.
So it's about over after the pick six. For me, it's over. For a coach and the team and the players, it's never over until the 3 zeros. Or is it 4 zeros on the clock?
Zeros.
And there's 6+ minutes left. We got the ball. 1st and 10. Pass to Shane Calhoun. 2nd down. No gain. 3rd down. No gain. But, I mean, it's fine. You basically got 3 plays to get 2 yards, keep the drive going, try to score to get back within 1 possession, and you've got time at that point.
And let your defense
to do that. Yeah, defense has been playing good all night. So it's 4th and 2. You're at your own 33. 6 minutes left. And they punt the ball. And I'm looking at it like,
interesting.
What are we doing? Is this real? Do they know something I don't know? Basically, at that point, I was pissed off, and I was like, well, the game, if they're saying the game's over, then we should start the 5th quarter, right? Usually the show starts in the final whistle. In years past, when the game got way out of hand and it was just a joke, we'd start the show early. But at that point, I was like, well, if Mike Houston and ECU saying this game's over, then it's over. And
waving the white towel.
I didn't understand that at all. Why didn't they go for it on 4th and 2?
I don't know.
What is a reasonable explanation? Billy had a joke one, kind of, and maybe it's the real one. That ECU's best chance to score was a pick six or a sack fumble or something on defense. But if that's the real reason, that's funny and sad all at the same time.
And of course, we got plenty of calls about that last night. But
as we should.
And you're down 2 touchdowns, and they end up scoring another touchdown, and the final score, which at one point was 17, in the 4th quarter. 17-10 in the 4th quarter. You lose 31-10.
So
you fired me up. I started turning on the lights and I turned on the cameras. I was like, you know what? You're right. Let's start the show.
What are we waiting for? Coach says the game's over. The game's over. Sim to finish. Forfeit. Put down the sticks. Rip the cord out of the wall.
So we started the 5th quarter early.
Did we rage quit?
Is
that what it's called? Yeah.
I'm not sure what that is, but it sounds about right.
Okay, just go with me. Thank you for going with me on that.
That sounds about right.
So then I thought back to, and we played the liner, the Steve Logan.
Yeah.
At East Carolina. You go for it every time.
Every time. Write it.
And I went home and I went and listened to that.
Did you write it?
Well, I found something interesting there.
Was there something else?
There's something hidden there we haven't heard all these years.
You're telling me that they cut that out all these years?
I found the real audio. I found Steve Logan's comments and what he said all those years ago. And now everything does make sense.
Wow.
Shirley, can we hit that old Steve Logan audio and what he really said all those years ago?
You write that down, because when you're at East Carolina, you go for it every time.
Unless you're losing by 14 to SMU on a Thursday night and it's 4th and 2 with 6 minutes left to go in the game. Write it!
Steve!
I'd never heard that before until I went home and listened to it last night.
Wow.
At East Carolina, you go for it every time. And I think that what he said was the exact scenario of last night.
Such a coincidence. I mean, that is just crazy.
It is. It's nuts, I tell you. The ball's on the 33. It was 4th and 2, 6 minutes, down 14. It all lined up. You know, coaches have the cards of when to go for it or not. Mike Houston looked at his card. All right, 4th and 3. We're definitely going here. 4th and 4. We're going to go for that. Oh, 4th and 2. And then this played in his brain. 4th and 2 at our 33 with 6 minutes left.
It's like the bubble, and it's Steve Logan.
What did it hit?
You write that down, because when you're at East Carolina, you go for it every time.
Right. Unless you're losing by 14 to SMU on a Thursday night, and it's 4th and 2 with 6 minutes left to go in the game. Ride it. Punt team. Punt. 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 4th and 2.
And the assistants are like, Coach, what are you doing? He's like, do you not remember what he said? Do you not remember what he said? Punt team.
Coach, we're supposed to go for it every time. Not this situation. We're punting.
I know, Clip, people are looking for you to sprinkle your magic fairy dust on this whole thing and make it all better.
I tell you what, that call last night gave me the heebie-jeebies. It creeped me out. I was like, man, this guy, I felt like he was going to pop up right behind my shoulder with this creepy smile. Play that again, Shirley.
Oh, my God.
I know, Clip,
Happy Halloween.
People are looking for you to sprinkle your magic fairy dust on this whole thing and make it all better.
Ugh.
I didn't know you had fairy dust.
You must not know about me.
You must not know about me.
The way he said, and make it all better. That's what got me. Oh, man.
Wow.
Just having some fun, guys, because I don't know what else to do other than laugh.
That's all you can do.
Porous offense.
That's all you can do. Man.
Steven says fairy dust. Our offensive line was on angel dust. That's
Dude.
Oh, Steven, I meant to read this earlier, too, on Facebook. He said, why do we give a pass to the new O-line coach? Those guys constantly whiffing. As Logan said, getting run over slowly. Well, Steven, I know you're saying the royal we. Go crazy. Call in. Say you want to fire him. I don't know how much he's got to work with this year. But if you want to say fire the O-line coach, by God, it's your right to do it. Just fire everybody. Fire, fire, fire. All right. I reckon we'll take a break. Jamie says, what's worse, Clip? ECU or the Braves loss?
Oh, boy.
Your face after I get done
Here
with
we go.
Why would you?
Oh, boy.
I get it. I probably bring it on myself. I like to antagonize, pick on, make fun. And it comes right back at me. That's fine. So, Jamie, if you want to play that game today, go for it. You want to piss me off? Fine. I've done it to you, talking about the Colts and stuff. Usually, I do it when provoked first, I feel like. Maybe not.
Yeah, check yourself. Check yourself.
But if you want to come after me, come after me. I'm a man. I'm 41. I go for it every time, except that time last night. Because it was 4th and 2, and we're down 14. That is my new.
And they say, oh, what? So it's 6 minutes left in the third quarter? No. 6 minutes left in regulation.
In the regulation. That's my new. Ron Rivera started Carson Wentz in a must-win game against the Browns, and he threw 3 interceptions. I'll never forget that. I'll never stop talking about that. Ron Rivera should have been fired that day for doing that. And then in the post-game, saying he didn't know the playoff scenarios. Still mad about that? Well, now I'm mad about ECU not going forward on 4th down and waving the white flag. And I forgot to play Charlie's call. He had to call the night. We'll do that when we return. I do like Oasis, and I do really like this song. So we'll take a timeout, come back, and have more for you on Pirate Radio Live on a Friday after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird, number 16 for your ECU Pirates. I've just launched a new t-shirt on pirateware.com that represents many of my dreams. I committed to play baseball for ECU as a 9th grader in high school. I worked hard many days for the thought of seeing my name and number 16 on the back of a Pirates jersey. On July 23rd, 2022, I was in a boating accident that resulted in me losing my right lower leg. After getting out of the hospital, I am still striving to become the first Division I baseball player to play with a prosthetic leg. Still I Rise has become my mantra and the way I approach each and every day and how I approach my comeback. As I watched my teammates last year get the I love you sign to the bullpen as they ran the bases following a home run, I used this gesture on my shirt to show my love to Pirate Nation. Purchase your Still I Rise shirt today at pirateware.com. Go Pirates.
Here at Brown & Wood with Jeff Stein. Jeff, I've noticed a lot of great GMC pickup trucks on the lot.
Yes, sir. We have 2500s and 1500s in stock and the all-new 3.0 Duramax diesel. We earn 30 extra trucks on allocation, so go online, brownandwood.com, or stop in, build your truck, we'll get it coming for you. Brown & Wood, voted number 1 by the customer in Greenville. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Once you get Jersey Mike's Catering with 12 subs for any event, I'll tell you, there's no going back to other catering. That would be like going back to using Morse code.
Welcome to Jersey Mike's.
Okay, here we go.
A pickle slice wrapped in a napkin.
Oh, wait, try this.
A brownie with extra olive oil?
Whoops, I mixed up my dots and dashes. Here.
1,800 catering boxes coming right up.
Uh-oh. Nope, there's no going back once you get catering at Jersey Mike's. A sub above.
This is Dr. Chris Barsani from Orthopedic Season Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injuries or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedic Seats provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
It's that time of year again. Football is back and the pads are popping. And off the field, it's the popcorn at Wally's 2 Kettle Corn that's popping. Whether it's a movie night or watching the big game with your team, Wally's 2 has you covered like ECU's defensive backs. They have over 50 flavors to choose from, including classics like cheddar, caramel, or my favorite, better butter, or specialty flavors such as Chicago Style, Wintergreen Mix, and MJ's Cheesecake. Check them out on Facebook or stop by and see Wally today on Fire Tower Road across from Sam Jones Barbecue. Wally's 2 Kettle Corn. Make it a poppin' day.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
Ahoy, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express. We're here to serve our pirate community by offering easy payments for easy ownership. For you landlubbers, R&R will install a new set of tires for just $20. $50 installs new custom wheels and tires. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
This is Kim McNeil, head women's basketball coach at East Carolina University, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You know you love me, you know you care. Just shout whenever, and I'll be there. You want my love, you want my heart, and we will never, ever, ever be apart.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Vacation spots are right here in our very own backyard. Take a trip to a state park and enjoy traditional camping RV space. And also air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi. If you're by a lake, be sure to check out the opportunities to rent a canoe or kayak and get out on the water. Your next adventure is right around the corner. For more information, please visit ncparks.gov. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, here on a Losers Friday.
First love.
No, that's good. But it is a football Friday. It is a free beer Friday. It is a day off Saturday. You always got to find the positives in all the negatives.
The weather's nice. The sun is out.
The weather is beautiful. It's kind of cool in here. I walked outside. I almost took my jacket off. It's nice, and it's a perfect temp.
Take it off.
Let me take this thing off.
Take it off right now.
I don't care.
Take it off.
I'll take it off.
Ahí estaba, en el centro, hoyo de gloria.
Yesterday, I was driving around in the Pirate Radio golf cart, and somebody yelled out to me, "Oh, that's Joey! Say the thing, glory hole!" And I had to yell at him in Spanish, glory hole, while driving the Pirate Radio car.
Ahí estaba, en el centro, hoyo de gloria.
Hoyo de gloria, hoyo de gloria.
Say the thing, say the thing.
Well, that's cool that you're a local celebrity. Unfortunately, you have to say glory hole in Spanish to everyone you see.
That's what I'm saying. I hope, like,
that's
when my parents come around, I don't have people, hey, just say the thing, say glory hole.
like when people ask you to write an autograph, they want your name, and they also want you to say glory hole.
Shirley will have a pop-in guest for next Saturday's Bud Light pregame tailgate for homecoming.
I will?
We will on the show.
Oh, we will.
One of my favorites from last year will be joining us for a segment, Miles Berry.
Nice!
Sweet.
Great young man.
Homecoming.
Yeah. And I'm going to talk to Jay, Nick, and Marcus. If some of their old teammates are in town, we'll get them by as well. And that'll be a fun reunion edition of the Bud Light pregame tailgate.
Yes, coming up at 10 o'clock next Saturday.
Before we got to get to Luke Schwartz. We got to get our Fleet Feet rundown, Tony Collins, Morgan Greeny. So we got a lot to do, but we have a lot to talk about today, too. We did waste a lot of time fighting over a fake national anthem singer, and that's on me as the host. So put that on me.
Coach, this thing is getting serious.
See, we don't have time for Mark Lindsay. Mark,
we got to get serious.
We got to get serious. This thing is getting serious, Mark.
Seriously serious, Mark.
And it's a seriously good day outside, and it's a seriously football Friday. And
I can see it on your face.
Yeah, and what do you, the level?
What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to turn some more. And when we're done turning, we're going to turn again. And then after we turn 2 or 3 more turns, we're going to turn them all into turns.
Pirates punted on 4th and 2. Kenny Jenkins says on Facebook, the only thing that would have been worse than punting would be to go for it and run up the middle like it was first down. I'm trying to think which one would be worse. That might have been worse, because then we'd be saying, if you're going to do that, just punt it. So yeah, maybe you're right, Kenny. But one of my favorite calls of the night, I do it in a joking manner. Charlie talked about that play in a sincere manner. As a Pirate fan that attended the game, that drove 2 hours there and back to the game. And here was his call, Charlie in Pittsburgh last night on the 5th quarter.
You know, at the end of the game, I mean, of course, the not going for it on that 4th down has been beat to death. But, you know, I've been going to football games in Greenville for a long time, and I don't miss very many of them. Myself and my family, we have always been the type to stay till the final whistle. And I'm not disparaging fans who leave early. That's not what this call is about. Because as a fan, you do what you want to, and heck, if they want people to stay, put a product on the field that'll make people stay. But when our coach makes that decision not to go for it on 4th down, and it feels like we've thrown in the daggum towel with 7 minutes left to go in the game, that's insulting to me as a fan. And, you know, the people who came, and I mean, obviously we could have had a bigger crowd there today, but, you know, for the people who came, you know, you give up things to come. Your time, your money. I mean, that was kind of insulting to me of our coach basically throwing in the towel on national television with that much time left to go in the game. And I understand that getting a pick six right there and going down by 14 is demoralizing, but daggone it, you're the coach. And so anyway, that's about all I got to say. But we got to get our heads screwed on right, or we're going to get beat by Biff in Greenville next weekend. I don't know if I can physically stand that. But anyway, I appreciate what y'all do as always. I am just now, as we speak, pulling back into my driveway in Pittsburgh, so I appreciate y'all riding with me. And
well, we can go now, Charlie. You don't know this, but we wait until you get home, and then we wrap it up, so we can go now.
Well, I appreciate it.
All right, buddy. Thanks, man.
Y'all have a good night.
That was Charlie. Charlie is one of the more positive fifth quarter callers as well.
You can hear how defeated he was.
And it was very demoralizing to him. I thought he put it in a good way. That was just shocking to me last night.
Yeah, and I think that's something we haven't seen in the Mike Houston era before.
We see it in the first half a lot.
Yeah, but
we saw it last night.
Yeah, we saw it last night, and it's just a big head scratcher, especially at that time of the game. You're down 2 touchdowns. You only had to get 2 yards to get a first down.
Yeah. Can I play devil's advocate for a moment?
Yeah. Embrace debate.
All right, where were we on the field?
Our own 33.
Our own 33-yard line.
Okay, so there is
Steve
that
Logan
question.
talked about it.
Yeah, so we do have that question of if you go for it and you don't get it, then you're giving them a short field. Okay, so there's one. The other option is probably with 7 minutes left to go in the game, probably thinking that the defense could step up one more time.
You don't have time for that.
You're right. I'm not saying. I'm just saying for the just kind of looking at it from a different perspective.
All right.
But even then, I disagree with that mode of thinking. If that was the correct mode of thinking, just simply because you can't go to the well, 80 million times and not eventually run out of water. And that's exactly what happened with the defense. The defense had been on the field. They saved our rear. I mean, that should have been a much bigger blowout as far as potential points scored if that defense had not. Because what was his name? Revel?
Yeah, Shavon Revel.
He had a game.
He made money last night, whether that be college NIL money or NFL teams looking at him money. He made some money last night.
Yes, he played a phenomenal. And look, that defensive line, they struggled at first, but then they started getting pressure on Stone. So, for me, I thought the defense played probably one of the better games that they have played all season. They kept us in that game till the fourth quarter. One slip up and where there was a misread where Flynn thought it was a zone and maybe Chase Sowell. No, I have that backwards. That Chase Sowell thought it was a zone play. Alex Flynn thought it was a man-to-man play and ended up throwing it to the defender for a pick six. But you can't go to that well every time. The offense has to, pull their own weight, and we've said that 1,000 times. But in terms of the argument as to why you go and punt the ball on, instead of going for it in that situation, those are the only two reasonable, and I use that term loosely, reasonable thoughts that you could have as a coach as to why you punt in that situation.
I think 10 minutes left. You got time to punt it.
8
minutes, you probably go for it there too. Yeah. 6 minutes, you definitely go for it every time. Except when you're down 14, 6 minutes left, 33-yard line, losing on a Thursday night to SMU. On night of the boneyard.
Were we only down by one score? No, we were down by 14. You're right.
You're down
You're
14.
Right. Yeah.
You're down one score. You punt it. No, absolutely.
What if we were maybe in all purple?
I gotta find it on my notes.
Go to the quote.
Gotta find it on my note card here.
The purple grimaces.
If we're in all purple in that scenario last night,
do you go for it?
Fake field goal. Am I reading this right?
And you know what? Luke Larson has done one of those.
Well,
not fake field goal, fake punt.
That's on their 30.
Go with a fake punt.
That's on their 33, not our own.
Right,
go with a fake punt. Luke Larson's done one of those. Which, by the way, shooting your shot.
Wow.
Definitely not the same definition that I have.
On 33, all purple. Bring in Raheem Jeter, quarterback draw.
Wow.
Yep, that's what we would have ran last night. Justin says, honest question, how bad does it have to get before Donnie Kirkpatrick is fired? Honest answer, don't know, because I don't make that decision.
My honest answer is I don't know, because how bad can it get from this?
I don't.
That's true.
I don't see it. I guess if it didn't, I don't know if it happens in season. It might be an after the season thing, Justin. I don't know.
I think that's the general consensus. Most folks think that if there's going to be a change, it's going to be at the end of the season.
Yeah. It stinks, man. Donnie K is a great dude, but this offense is porous. Very, very bad. All right, let's take another break. We'll come back and have more to go. Hour 1, Pirate Radio Live. It is Football Friday. It is Free Beer Friday. And we'll go out a few times, actually 4 times to the Halloween Express live line today. It is Greenville's premier Halloween superstore, Halloween Express, right beside Target. Get all your Halloween shopping done at Halloween Express.
I was there today, and it is a huge, huge store. That's what.
Oh my God, that mask you're wearing is scary.
That's why. That's why they call it a superstore. Dude, God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. But I was in there today, and dude, a lot of great selections to choose from young kids to adults, and they also got some awesome decor that you can put in the front yard. What's that bear doing?
Oh, Justin Bear picking up his water bottle. Let's take a break. Oh my God, Justin, that mask you got at Halloween Express.
You are terrible!
I'll take a break, come back, have more after this.
Got me dazing, cause she was so amazing. And now my heart is breaking, but I just keep on saying,
Where is there live music every night? Where is the place to watch football with the biggest TV in Greenville? Where is there live bands every Friday and Saturday night with the best bartenders and drinks in town? Located at Bell's Fork, we're open every day until 2 a.m. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram for all up-to-date info. And we will see you at the Buck. Go Pirates!
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's hot dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for only $6.25 would be awesome.
Warren's hot dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's hot dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Aayers, or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Hey y'all, this is Lisa with Halloween Express, and the countdown to Halloween has officially started. We are celebrating our 25th anniversary of being Greenville's premier Halloween superstore. Halloween Express has all the Halloween fun from adults to kids. We got you covered with the largest selection of masks, decor, and more. Halloween Express is easy to find right next to Target. Come by Halloween Express today and let our friendly staff help you answer the #1 Halloween question. What are you going to be? Halloween Express.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
With U.S. Cellular, it's just $19.99 per line for 1, 2, or 3 lines. So you don't need that robot daughter you built to get a 4th line for family plan pricing.
Oh, Rope Elizabeth? She's not gonna like that.
The robots will prevail.
Oh boy.
Get the low rate of $19.99 per line. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
Get 1, 2, or 3 lines for $19.99 per line right now at Atlantic Wireless, your U.S. Cellular authorized agent in Bellhaven, Snow Hill, and 3 locations in Greenville.
Hey, Pirate Nation. This is Scott Harris with RE/MAX Preferred Realty.
I've been in Greenville over 25 years. I'm a proud graduate of ECU. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, then give me a call today and let me help make your real estate process fun and easy. I keep it simple and explain the process every step of the way. My goals are your goals. There are no long-term contracts, and you always deal with me from start to finish. The right home starts with the right agent. Call me, Scott Harris, at 347-1857. Go Pirates!
Looking for a hometown service in a hometown atmosphere? Look no further than G.W. Walker & Sons in downtown Washington. Randy and Carolyn Walker will work with you to make your home renovations come to life. At G.W. Walker & Sons, we offer a wide selection of flooring for your home, office, church, or school, along with expert installation. Stop by G.W. Walker & Sons at 203 West Main Street in downtown Washington, and let's start making those dreams come true. G.W. Walker & Sons, serving Eastern North Carolina since 1946. Go Pirates!
What's even better than going to Jimmy John's? The great taste of Jimmy John's coming to you. Check out their convenient catering bundle, including a 12-pack of half sandwiches made with fresh baked bread, hand-sliced meats, and fresh veggies, plus 2 premium sides, 15 chips, and 15 desserts, all for one great price. You can also choose an a la carte option. Pick it up, or they'll set it up for you. And don't forget Jimmy John's loyalty app with a free sandwich after your first visit. Jimmy John's in Greenville and Wilson, and online at jimmyjohns.com.
This is Jacob Jenkins Cowart, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Well, welcome back. Christie's Europub is the perfect place to relax, grab a bite, and enjoy a drink this ECU football season. Located in the heart of Greenville and just a few blocks from ECU's campus, Christie's offers lunch, dinner, and late night with live music every Sunday. And if you like brunch, Christie's has brunch every day, Tuesday through Sunday. For the latest information, check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, or visit them online at christieseuropub.com. Scratch cooking takes time, so relax and enjoy a pint today at Christie's Europub. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, let's wrap up the hour with me saying something bad about Chandler again. But it is really funny. I hate to say it. It makes me laugh every time. So, what, are you getting away from the mic?
I don't want my face on camera.
So when Joey's here, and Joey kind of started, he was singing a song in Espanol, but Chandler does this thing where he'll start the
Scooby-Doos?
No!
Are you really going to do this?
It's not even Scooby-Doos. He's making up a fake Espanol language. He's saying nonsense, but he's doing it in a tune of a song. And it sounds like a real song. And it's super offensive, Chandler. And you should be canceled, but it is really funny. And you just did it during the break, and it made me laugh.
I like to speak Spanish, but
it was funny. It was hilarious.
Okay, all right.
But it is very offensive.
Oh, then I don't like to do it.
But
I like to tell Joey sometimes, just in that real Southern drawl, I'll go, silencio, por favor. And he just looks at me.
Joey lets us get away with it. He thinks it's funny.
Yeah, he lets me get away with it.
Honestly, Joe, I'm going to be honest with you.
You know what? I'm about to do it.
Joey is
This might be the last time I take these hits.
We owe Joey like a lot of crap, like the way he pranks us and stuff.
Oh, he got me the other day.
He did.
Candace.
Oh, Candace. He got all of us. He got me before he got you.
Oh, so he got you too on the same thing?
I'm the one that said do that to Shirley.
All three of you guys.
Because I was like, if I'm going to get it, you got to get it too.
And then I stared at him because
he's just giving it to us.
Well, see, here's the thing.
Oh, Ken Wallington
all comers.
What was funny was I looked at him when he did it, and I was like, man, this is something my nephews would do to me.
Joey is the Pirate Radio prankster, and we owe him. Like we gotta get him good one time.
Yeah,
because he is on alert because he is the deliverer of these pranks.
You guys got to give me like pranks show style. Like I want it to be big,
over the top.
Like make me cry. Well, and then like I'll still laugh about it.
I'll tell you this: you have gotten to the point where it's going to screw you one day.
No, but
where you actually maybe need my help or something, and I'm just not going to believe you.
Well, I've said it already Wednesday.
It's going to be bad.
I already said it Wednesday. It's over. I've had my fun. I'm going to be the.
I can't even believe that.
We can't trust you.
That's
I can't even believe that.
When you realize I'm boring the next 2 weeks and be like, oh, what happened to
Every time you ask me, you did it the other day, if I know a person's name, you're like, I met this guy, Landon, and I was like,
you're like, no, I'm not doing it.
What's the joke? Landon, what on what? What's the joke? Go ahead. And
like, that's bad. That's how much you do this.
I know, and you were being serious.
You play too much,
Poor
man.
Hey, Landon, they don't remember you as an intern, by the way.
That is
You
true.
are a real person.
Hate to say it, but don't
do not
know.
Don't remember Landon.
I can't say that I remember Landon.
I do remember
either.
Candace.
Yeah, all three.
We all remember Candace.
Hey, can you pray
Did
for
he
my
get?
buddy?
Wait. Okay, so
Can you pray for my buddy Paul? Seriously.
What?
He's got ligma.
See, why are you saying that on the air?
Buddy Paul's got ligma. What do you mean?
What? Literally asking for prayers for my buddy who has ligma?
It is so childish and sophomoric, and it's so funny every time.
So now, Clip, he
I
got
hope Paul gets better.
he got me and you on the same day. Did he get Chandler
All
the same
three of you
day?
guys
So
in the
all
same
three of us
hour.
on the
he went 3 for 3.
in the same hour?
He's Trey Turner.
How did I not notice that?
Yeah.
I should have caught on.
Oh,
Well, I got you guys all in different locations. I had to make sure, a real prankster doesn't just do it all in the same thing.
Now, be honest. Who was the
Ridiculous.
easiest to get?
You, absolutely.
It's definitely me.
I mean, but you are gullible.
I literally jumped in on the prank. Like I didn't even.
You don't need to set up Chandler. He sets the joke up
He literally
himself
set up
and
the
then
joke.
walks into it.
I just open the door and say, "I'm coming in."
Yeah.
Well, it's like we used to say that joke had headlights on it.
Mm. Eric knows Candace. Eric says Candace, offensive coordinator, call a decent play. Boy. Trying to laugh through the pain, gang, here on a football free beer Friday. All right, big hour 2 on tap. We'll talk to touchdown Tony Collins. We got to fit in our Luke Schwartz interview. We might do all those interviews hour 3. Next hour, we'll do some NFL, our Fleet Feet rundown, and talk to Tony Collins. What do you got?
So we have to get seriously serious?
Well, Tony's not very serious. So, no. I mean, I think we can keep joking this whole way. It's just one of those days, man.
What do you turkeys got cooked up for Thanksgiving?
Oh,
here?
Mark. Well, I miss Mark. I will say that. Let's take a break. We'll come back hour 2, Pirate Radio Live. Here on a Friday, we are back with you and back with Tony Collins after this.
Bud Light was brewed to be delicious and easy to drink beer, even when little things in life are hard. Like when the game is going into overtime, but you have even more time to enjoy it in a fresh Bud Light. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Pick up Bud Light at your local retailer today. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
In football, it takes great offense, defense, and special teams to make the perfect team. With New Blue, it takes great service in plumbing, electrical, and HVAC to make the perfect team. This is Aaron Williams with Ease Plumbing, and we have teamed up with Viva Electric and Roland Black Heating and Cooling to form New Blue Service Group. Same great local team, same great local service. Let us help you tackle any issues you may have. Just go to callnewblue.com. That's callnublue.com. New Blue Service Group, where we are redefining service excellence. Go Pirates.
Hey, Pirate Nation! Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. Dove, ducks, and deer, it's that time of year, and we've got the guns and all the gear. When you're not getting rowdy at Dowdy, enjoy browsing our online store and take your pick from the largest selection of firearms and accessories in Eastern NC. Be sure to check out our weekly hot deals, and when you're ready, head to Carolina Caliber. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff are ready to lead you to the perfect treasure. Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Built strong and built to last. Kawasaki Mule Side-by-Sides are made to handle the toughest jobs. Whether you're putting in a hard day's work or trail riding on the weekend, Mule Side-by-Sides are built to get it all done with confidence. From the compact Mule SX to the full-size Mule Pro FXT, no matter the task, there's a perfect Mule Side-by-Side to help get the job done. We've stayed authentic to our roots for over 30 years with an uncompromised commitment to performance, capability, and durability. That commitment is captured in 3 words after building a reputation that doesn't waver. When it comes to the capable lineup of Kawasaki Mule Side-by-Sides, those 3 words are trusted, tried, and true. Whether you're looking for a compact or full-size Kawasaki Mule, visit our showroom at Ron Aayers Motorsports, Highway 11 north of the airport in Greenville, or online at ronayersmotorsports.com. On approved credit, see dealer for details.
Take control of your health today with ArcPoint Labs. Are you a woman interested in your overall health? The ArcPoint Labs Women's Health Panel is a routine wellness check that tests hormone levels, thyroid function, cholesterol levels, complete blood count, and more. A simple blood test at ArcPoint Labs can provide some answers to why you're not feeling your best. Visit arcpointlabs.com today or call 629-6228. ArcPoint Labs. Accurate, reliable, confidential testing. Visit artpointlabs.com. Saturdays are your day to kick back, relax, and have fun. That's why Atavola Market Cafe is the perfect place to go for dinner, drinks, and takeout. Atavola is open every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the bar side, serving a special selection of menu favorites of appetizers, pastas, and specialty pizzas. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or drinks with friends, Atavola is the best choice every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. Visit AtavolaMarket.com to see what's new, and visit Atavola on Red Banks Road every Saturday starting at 4. Atavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 at 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Country Mart. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations, in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Well, keep it local and print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you. It's been a stupid humor show, so during the entire break, Chandler found some Leslie Nielsen comedy that was right up our alley.
That tickles my fancy.
Big Leslie Nielsen fan. Shirley, I sent you Tony Collins' number. Can you try to get him on the Halloween Express live line? Greenville's premier Halloween Superstore, Halloween Express. Get shopping today for all your Halloween needs. It is Friday the 13th.
Yes, it is. And it's Shirley's birthday. Ooh. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Shirley. Happy birthday to you.
Wow.
Well done, sir.
Stole the show there. Coming up tonight, college football on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Dubuck.
Dubuck.
We've got Prime.
I've got a question for you.
It's Prime, baby.
What we got?
Tony does know that we're calling him, correct?
Yeah, but this is Tony we're talking about. So
yeah.
There's always an issue that could arise.
What the hell's going on around here?
Could you shoot him a text and have him call, because I keep getting his voicemail?
All right. I'll see if he can call us.
Yes.
Okay, our number is still 8675
309.
That's it. All right, let's see if he calls us.
Okay.
While we see if we can get up with Tony, well, let's move on from ECU football and talk Panthers.
Man, y'all are so funny. Y'all are just so funny,
All
man.
right, well, let's just talk NFL.
Was that supposed to be funny?
I mean, kind of, sort of. I got injury news. Deshaun Watson out. Who will be the Browns quarterback when they play?
What
the 49ers?
is that Bear doing? Well, what he was doing earlier was telling me that it is former Panther legend P.J. Walker.
P.J. Walker, he sounds like he needs to go to Fleet Feet because Fleet Feet has shoes for runners, walkers, and everyone in between.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I guess throwers too?
Throwers, showers, and growers. They have a 3D foot
Have mercy.
3D foot scanner. They can measure your arch height and
measure
width.
what else?
Yep, and measure it all. Arch height, width. Archie Manning, Archie Miller, Archie Comics. And they have Chandler. It's a really good series. One-on-one service.
One-on-one service, not two-on-two service, not two-on-one service, not three-on-one service, three-on-three service, one-on-one service. They treat you right. They get you in the right shoe. And it's a science over there, man. It's not just going in there and they say, what do you want? And then you're like, I want those. No, it's a science. They want to make sure you get in the right shoe today. Go see them at Fleet Feet. They run for you.
That is all correct. Everything you just said there. By the way, Pike Shirley says HBMF. So that's nice of him to say.
Oh, okay, got it.
Got it. What are we talking about? Oh, PJ Walker getting the start. You know who the Browns play?
Will they be recovering the football?
Yeah, a lot. The 49ers.
The 49ers.
Other news, Daniel Jones is out for the G-Men.
All right, well, good question. Who's their backup quarterback?
I'm going to guess Tyrod Taylor because he's the backup quarterback for every team. Let's see. Let's take a look at the Giants depth chart. I probably could just click on the article.
Is it that bald guy with the long neck?
Mike
Glennon?
Yeah.
I don't think he is playing football right now.
Bald guy with a long neck.
Bald guy with a long neck.
Tyrod Taylor has been taking first-team reps at practice and will start.
Don't get him anywhere near the trainers.
Tell you what.
Team doctors.
Great career for him, though.
Yes, because it
been in the
seems
league
like
a long
forever
time.
ago that he was playing against East Carolina on that Thursday night.
He was a good quarterback.
He was awesome at Virginia Tech.
Patriots are considering starting Will Greer. I know that.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick said that Mac Jones is the starter.
Will was taking first-team reps. I'm just telling you what was reported. Jesus.
Let me guess. Sleeper app? There's sleeper app stuff going on here?
Yeah.
Bill Belichick literally came out this week and said Mac Jones is the starter. He turned his mic off. He got mad. Took his ball and went
mad.
home.
He's all mad in there.
Big mad.
Big mad.
George Kittle got fined for wearing a T-shirt under his jersey that said F Dallas. Should he have been fined? Probably. Is it awesome and funny? Definitely. Am I going to ask myself any more questions? Probably.
It was a tribute to an old 49ers. Who did he say it was? But happened in the 80s or 90s. So he was literally paying respect to somebody else.
Ton of respect.
While displaying disrespect to a different team.
Good Lord. Panthers have 6 players out?
Yep.
Including Miles Sanders?
Wow. I didn't know about that, but who cares?
Y'all are done with him, right?
Miles Sanders?
Yeah. Yep.
Not the biggest fan. No.
Zay Jones is out for Jacksonville.
That stinks.
And will not play. Mike Evans will play for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So there is some injury news for you on this NFL Friday.
Listening to the Barstool guys earlier today, and there's some that like the Buccaneers.
What do you mean?
That they like the Buccaneers plus the points.
Yeah, maybe I'm a sucker, but I really like the Lions.
I love the Lions too, and I think they go on the road and just absolutely put a stamp on the Detroit Lions and saying, "Hey, we are." And I think they showed that last week, but the Panthers suck, and I think the Buccaneers are a good enough team where the Lions can go out there and dominate them, and people can go, "Okay, the Lions are the real deal."
Now, what we got to do, Chandler, is figure out are they already in that category? Because I feel like earlier this week we were talking about somebody on the chat was putting together the list of the elites in the NFL. Of course, you've got the Niners. Of course, you got the Eagles. Chiefs are up there. Are the Lions in the category?
For elite? Not yet. Not yet. No.
Okay.
I wouldn't say
because I was going to say, remember...
They get a win against Seattle, yes.
The Lions?
Yes.
Oh, if they'd have beat Seattle?
If they would have beat Seattle, yes. I think that's the only game that's...
Maybe that was a blip.
Loss, but
do you remember the Bucs only loss? And do you remember we had the Eagles in that game? And do you remember that they dominated?
Yes, I do remember that.
Can the Lions go out and do that Sunday?
I think so.
I do too.
I really
That's why I'm ready
think
to.
so. So you're ready to take the Lions minus the 3?
I am. It feels kind of suckerish, but I am. But we'll make our picks in a moment.
Okay.
Which, by the way, I have to make my lock of the day because we've got 2 in a row here on Pirate Radio. Brooks had one for us, over 3.5 goals for the Hurricanes on Wednesday.
Love that one. I'm ready for some more hockey picks.
On Thursday, ECU +7 first half. Came to me in a vision. Easy cover. Got to find one for tonight. Okay. I have one, but it's also very suckery.
So you're 2-0 right now on the locks.
Well, if we're Pirate Radio's 2-0. Because the other night we suggested it, but Brooks gets credit.
He said, I'm thinking between 3 and 4.
Yeah. And he said if you want to go 4, he feels safe. So we're saying Pirate Radio. If we could all come up with one together, that's fine. What I'm eyeballing right now, and again, it's almost, it's not too good to be true, but Fresno State -4.5. Oh, it's 5.5. Makes me nervous.
Yeah, should have got it at 4.5.
Makes me nervous. But they play at Utah State tonight. They're coming off a loss. I wish it was at home rather than the road, but that's what I'm looking at right now.
I kind of like the over in Colorado Stanford.
Okay. We'll put that on the table.
We'll put it on the table.
Who wins Tulane and Memphis tonight?
I think Memphis is legit, and I like them at home.
That line is 5. Why is that line 5? It seems
Tulane's 5?
Yeah.
Memphis +5.
Okay.
At home.
All right, that's on the table. All those are on the table.
+5. Man, is Tulane that good?
I think they are.
All right.
Eric says, don't scoff at Goff. I won't, and I'm not. Josh says, can you say that Fleet Feet utilizes man coverage with every customer? Josh, they go man to man, or woman to woman, or man to woman.
Be careful.
But they can also go zone. Like if there are customers there's 2 customers on the right and 1 on the left.
Okay, so you still have some space in this one? All right, hold on just a second. And then they run over there. They take care of that customer.
Right.
They're back. They're covering the ground.
They're not necessarily going to get locked into man-to-man. They're going to go to the closest customer to them. Fleet comes out. So I think they run multiple coverages, Josh. And I'll tell you this. They have the #1 rated defense in all of Greenville. Fleet Feet. We need to... All right, got to figure out what to do with this show now.
All right, so let's recap here. This was, I guess, let's put our options on the table. And what we have right now...
Okay, well, we're not doing that right now. We got bigger fish to fry.
I just wanted to say what we had on the table.
All right, go ahead.
All right, we have Memphis +5. I like Colorado and Stanford over. Clips iffy on the Fresno State -5.5. That's what we have on the table right now. We'll leave it there. We'll choose our lock coming up later in the show.
All right. You just wanted to put it on the table. That's fine. Here's my thing. We have a show to do here. Things are a little out of order right now. So we got to figure out when are we going to do our picks? When are we going to talk to Luke Schwartz? I say we come back, talk to Luke Schwartz, close out the hour with our picks. Deal?
Ready? Break.
I don't want to touch you. I've been sick. I'm trying not to touch people for the rest of my life.
I'm ready for you. All right, never mind. I'm not going to say that.
You got something ugly to say?
No, it was actually going to be nice, but it would have sounded very weird.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
It would have sounded very, very weird, so I'm not going to say it.
Good job editing yourself there. No Tony Dunn today, Jamie. I'm sorry. Chad said, thanks for the Zay Jones update. He was starting in my flex. Picked up Logan Thomas to replace him.
I also picked up Logan Thomas.
I also got him on the team. I wish Joey
I grew up with a guy
beautiful.
named Logan Thomas.
Did you?
I wouldn't say I grew up with him, but I hung out with him in high school, and then he came up.
He didn't get ligma, did he?
No, that's
Okay.
Paul.
Okay.
That's Paul that's got ligma. Please keep him in your prayers.
We'll take a break. Come back. Have more for you after this.
He's got ligma!
Show me some Spanish dancers. Pass me a ball, Mr. Jones.
Do you want to go to the next ECU home game for free? Well, stop by Greenhalgh Auto World and register to win tickets to see the Pirates play. Greenhalgh Auto World has supported the Pirates for 47 years and will be drawing for free ticket winners weekly. Need an oil change or new tires? Remember Greenhalgh Auto World for all of your vehicle service needs. And if you're shopping for something new, visit DriveHereNow.com for the best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Greenhalgh Auto World. Pirates supporting Pirates.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi-Spa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com. Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
Christie's Europub is the perfect place to relax, grab a bite, and enjoy a drink this ECU football season. Located in the heart of Greenville and just a few blocks from ECU's campus, Christie's offers lunch, dinner, and late night with live music every Sunday. And if you like brunch, listen to this. Christie's has brunch every day, Tuesday through Sunday. For the latest information, check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, or visit them online at Christie'sEuropub.com. Scratch cooking takes time, so relax and enjoy a pint at Christie's Europub today. Go Pirates!
We started off with Samuel Adams Boston Lager.
That really changed the perception of what an American beer could be. I don't think that guidepost has ever changed. To create a beer for everyone.
Craft for everybody.
We make it easy, right? You pick up any of our beers and they're going to be great. They're going to be delicious.
Beer's original mission was to open the door for people and have everyone have a good time. That's what we're doing today at Sam Adams. We're craft for everybody, and we're really proud of that mission of delivering beers that can bring as many people together as we possibly can.
Once you get the meat and cheese for your sub freshly sliced right in front of you at Jersey Mike's, I'll tell you, there's no going back to anything else. That'd be like going back to dial-up internet. Am I connecting to space to order Jersey Mike's? Any day now. Okay, it's about to connect. What? Who picked up the phone? Nope, there's no going back once you see it freshly sliced at Jersey Mike's. A sub above.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Pirate Radio.
We're going to be bigger, faster, stronger, and older. That's always a good combination.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Country Mart. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations, in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The Sidebar is the place to be this football season in downtown Greenville. Get your team together for dinner on the patio or inside starting at 5:30 Tuesday through Saturday. Or take a break from work and enjoy the tastiest food around for lunch Thursday through Saturday from 11:30 to 2:30. And on Sundays, you can enjoy a delicious fall brunch from 11 to 2. Make your reservation today by calling 751-0151. Follow the Sidebar on Facebook or on Instagram at sidebar.greenville for more details. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Tyler said just skip all you got planned for the show and go free talk. The rest of the show, no script. Tyler, that would be a lot of fun. I would enjoy that. I'm glad to hear you would enjoy that. I don't know if everybody would enjoy that. Sometimes we get a little too silly, a little too dumb. And people want real, serious sports talk. Try to do a mix. Try to give something to everybody here. Can't please everybody, but we try our best. Shirley Rhodes here, Joey, a Chan man, and for the first time in forever, we will welcome on Luke Schwartz. So we talked to Brian North last night on the Bud Light pregame tailgate, and I thought, hey, let's get to know the new number 2 at Channel 12, Luke Schwartz. So he joins us on the Halloween Express live line for the first time. We'll welcome him on. Luke, appreciate you joining us. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me on, Clip. Really appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Eastern North Carolina. I've talked to you in person a few times, and this is your first time here on Pirate Radio. So before we dive into the sports topics going on, let's get to know you a little bit, Luke. Where are you from originally?
All the way from the West Coast. I'm a Portland, Oregon, born and raised type of guy. Not used to the humidity out here in the ENC quite yet, but I'm a guy that played football, basketball, track. If it's got a ball, I probably played it. But now we're doing sports media these days and keeps me connected to the athletes and makes me still feel young, you know?
No doubt. Who are your rooting interests? Who are your favorite teams?
Luckily, because I'm from the West Coast, no one's going to hate me for these teams, but big Seattle Seahawks, Seattle Mariners, Portland Trail Blazers. So those are my go-to teams.
All right, there you go. Sounds good. It's kind of unique. So nice to have you here all the way in Eastern North Carolina. How long have you been here in Greenville, or in Eastern North Carolina, I should say, and how are you enjoying it so far?
Just about 2 months now, and I'll tell you, Clip, every single day it just gets better and better because the people out here are fantastic. Everyone greets me with a smile, and there's just so much energy and positivity, and everybody's just rooting for you too, which is really cool. And there's not a single person that hasn't said, hey, if there's anything I can do for you, feel free to reach out. And that has been consistent from people I've met at ECU games to high school football games. It's truly been an incredible move from the West to the East, and I really couldn't be happier about this job or this position.
Yeah, that's awesome. Luke Schwartz joining us. And Luke, I've never worked for Brian North, but have known him for a while. And if people ask me, I would say he is a fantastic guy, stand-up guy, great guy. And from the folks I've talked to, Brad Kennedy, Ariel Epstein, Matt Trent, and so on and so forth that have worked for him, they have enjoyed him as a boss. So I think you got a pretty good guy to work under there at WCTI 12.
I mean, I could make every movie reference in the book, from Mr. Miyagi to Daniel LaRusso to Hudson to Lightning McQueen. You know, he is just the greatest mentor of all time. And again, I've only been here 2 months, but the amount I've learned from Brian in this short amount of time is insane. And his knowledge of ENC for being here 25 years, I'll tell you what, every time I go to a game, somebody says, hey, Channel 12, you work with Brian North. I mean, his name is just almost like a local celebrity, and it's really cool that I have the chance to get to see him eat his lunch and work at his desk and just, you know, crack jokes at the office. And he really, truly is the man, and I am so lucky to have him as my boss.
That's awesome. Talking to Luke Schwartz today here for the first time on Pirate Radio Live. Luke, you've gotten so far a chance to cover some Pirate football, which is not going well this year. Pirates coming off back-to-back bowl appearances, a bowl win last year. Just had a massive exodus of talent. We knew that, and for whatever reason, this team has not been able to move the football on offense, and the struggles continued last night against SMU. So what's your first reaction to Pirate football? You've got a little taste of it here. Came in during a bad season, it appears, but what's your overall take on everything?
I would love to see more consistency from the quarterback position. And I know that's something a lot of people were concerned about going in this year with Holt and Ahlers going into the draft. But between Mason Garcia and Alex Flynn, not one of those guys has really stepped up and been the dude like Holt and Ahlers did a few years ago after he started to struggle. And just watching those guys last night, it was funny because you're marching up and down the sidelines and you really start to hear the crowd too, and they're yelling things like, you got to get some more air under the ball. And Flynn going just 6 of 13 for 38 yards starting the game, and that costly pick 6 too at the end there that really turned the momentum around. And Garcia, I thought he looked really good outside of the pocket last night, especially on the run, finding Chase Sowell for a few good deep passes. But it's his inconsistency that has really struggled with the Pirates. But I will say, I'm a guy that played football for 10 years, and I really love a hard defensive battle. And although this Pirates team record is 1-5, I still believe they have one of the best defenses in the AAC, and they've just got some dogs out there. And I know they're trying to pick apart that secondary, but for the most part, there's been 9 games between SMU and ECU in the past, and the losing team has never scored less than, I believe, 32 points. So until the Pirates really threw it away at the end there, I thought their defense did a terrific job against a pretty decent offensive game by the Mustangs.
Yeah, defense has kept them in it a lot this year and played well enough to win some games, but offense just not holding up their end of the bargain right now. Talking to Luke Schwartz, WCTI 12, joining us. So, Luke, you'll get a Friday night to focus on high school football. What are the matchups you're looking forward to covering tonight and showing on the Blitz later on?
Well, one that I will be in person at will be Green Central at West Craven. I think West Craven's been one of those underdog teams that has a winning record, and DJ Davis, the quarterback, has looked really good. He's a mobile guy. He can run the football. I've seen him take off for 60, 70 yards before, but he's also got the long ball strapped to him. I think that New Bern game at J.H. Rowe should be really interesting, along with all the drama and news coming out about New Bern this season, the fact that they need to win their next 2 games in order to be playoff eligible. There's a lot at stake there, and J.H. Rose has looked good and somewhat consistent this year. But I think when you give a team like that any extra motivation, I think New Bern's going to come out and did what they did to Northside Jacksonville last week and just stomp on J.H. Rose. I think they're going to be lit up like a firework and just go off out there. And I think those are my 2 really, really big games that I'm going to be looking at tonight for sure. And then I'll also be at a few more too. It's going to be Wallace Rose Hill at Kinston, and I think the Bulldogs are going to roll in that one. And then Bethel Christian, they actually just started 2 weeks ago. They didn't have a football program the past 2 years, but they finally got lights around their field, a coach to man their 8-man team. So should be good to cover a few high school games tonight before getting it all together with Brian North and trying to get everybody out there, all the highlights that we can.
Yeah, I was able to do a ride along with another station that I won't mention, or Brian might kill me. But I knew it was a lot of work, but never knew exactly what you guys do, and it gave me a new appreciation, or a first appreciation for what you guys do on a Friday night, because you have to cover the game, but then that's only a very little part of it. You got to put it all together, piece it together. So a lot of respect for what you guys do. And Brian North takes it very serious, and the people know it. The people around here love their local sports and high school football. And at your previous stop, Luke, were you working this much on Friday nights? Was football as important, your previous location?
No, I mean, this is actually first job coming out of grad school, so I can do some work like this a little bit at the university I was at for Syracuse. But coming here, Brian really puts an emphasis on everything, and I mean everything matters. It could be a small Little League kids baseball game that only 2 parents show up to, but he is going to cover that like it's the Super Bowl in Las Vegas. And that has really shown me that you got to give your 110% in everything that you do, because you just never know who's going to be tuning in or who's going to be watching that night. Kind of like how Kobe used to always say that he was going to give everything he had, because he never know who was a new fan and coming to their first ever Lakers game at Staples Center or wherever. And I love how much pressure there is on these Friday nights, because we want to make sure that every single team gets the deserved coverage that they work so hard to get on these Friday nights. So we're running around as fast as we possibly can with 17 to 18 games on a Friday, and there's only 5 of us running around to 3 or 4 games a night. So we're just doing our best to try and make sure we can get everything we can to our viewers.
Blitz coming up tonight, WCTI 12, recapping all the action, talking to Luke Schwarz. Luke, let's see, your Seahawks have who this weekend? At Cincinnati, that's right, it's an interesting game. And your Seahawks are a fun team, man. I mean, you had the Legion of Boom era, and that went away, and then we saw the tail end days of Russ there, and boy, Geno has come on the scene and just reincarnated himself as a fantastic quarterback. So I like watching Seahawks football now. I can't always say that. I'm not a fan of the team. They've knocked Washington out of the playoffs a couple of times here the last 10 years or the last 15 or so years, so I'm not excited about that. But I will say if a Seahawks game is on, I will watch it, because it's an entertaining brand of football.
Well, and a local reason, too, to watch for a few weeks in the preseason, with Holton Ahlers being on the team, and he had a few brilliant plays, and still rooting for him to make a team right now, and that was a lot of fun. But no, the Seahawks have looked good so far this season, with Kenneth Walker really doing some good work out of the backfield, and Geno Smith has just quietly been performing week in and week out, and it's just like this quote from last year, Broncos, they will move on, but ain't right back. So if he continues to have that attitude, I think the Seahawks team continue to impress down the road. And Cincinnati's struggling a little bit this season, and Joe Burrow got it going with Jamar Chase. He had touchdowns, and he had that post-game interview where he said, like, I'm always open. Well, he racked up a ton of fantasy points. So as long as the Seahawks can cover him, I think they can get it done and start 4-1 on the season.
Talking to Luke Schwartz today for the first time on Pirate Radio Live. Luke, we will definitely catch up with you again, talk more sports with you. Nice to kind of get to know you and let the audience get to know you as well around these parts. You can see them on WCTI 12 Sports. You can check them out tonight, of course, on the Blitz. And Luke, we'll do it again, man. I appreciate you joining us today, and have fun covering some football tonight, man.
Hey, Cliff, this made my day. Really appreciate you reaching out, and so glad that you're able to do this in the Pirate community. So thank you so much, and hope you have a great day.
Thank you, Luke. Luke Schwartz joining us. And just like Brian in that New Bern area, sometimes cell phone coverage, not great, but good to have him on for the first time, get to know him, talk some sports, and we'll bring him back on throughout the year and talk more sports with him. Ready for some Pirate Hoops, Chan, man?
Yep, and I actually did see some pictures of the action that went on at Minji's yesterday, and in the background you could see some people sitting in those awesome new purple-back seats.
They look good. They look sharp. Looking forward to being in Minji's this year for some basketball. I saw my dad yesterday, and he was kind of bummed out that the open practice was at a tough time. He gets it for people that went to the football game. It would be good to have it at that time, but he was kind of upset he didn't get to see him in person.
At halftime, I did see my trivia buddy, Ben, and Ben sits in section 213 with his dad, right in the section next to us. And I asked Ben if he was able to go over there, and he said no, but his dad did. And I asked what his dad saw, and he said that Brandon Johnson and Debunje were lighting it up from beyond the three.
Debunje. So Brandon came out last year firing and was a solid 3-point shooter.
After
really,
after like 4 attempts the year before.
Really added that to his game, and good to hear, man. If DeBoonjay can hit that with his athleticism, get defenders closer on him so he can drive by and do a big slam Jimmy Jam, big time slammy jam. Tell you what, Joey, I don't really like your attitude today.
You know who else I saw?
Why don't you like my attitude today?
You did the whole I'm cutting my mic off, I'm done, I'm gonna go pout. And then I just looked over at you and you didn't have to. I was saying something stupid kind of on purpose, but the look you gave me and everything.
Is this a meeting right now? Are we hashing
we
this
don't
out
have time for
quick?
another meeting. We got to get to our picks. Who else you see?
Johnny Gardner, basketball guy,
Johnny Hoops,
who surprisingly said that he did not go over to Minji's, but he said that he had heard the same thing from a friend of his that went there.
Okay, we'll be seeing him at halftime during games this year. King of Hearts on YouTube is a weirdo. Said I would love an Anchorman style battle royal between WCTI, WITN, and WNCT. Brian North with a spear against Dave Jordan with a trident.
What's so weird about that? I think that's a great idea.
But you know what I was going to say? I love it because I'm also weird.
Okay.
It's weird that you want your local news anchors to fight to the death. Is that not
just like an Anchorman?
Is that not weird?
That's very weird, but that's the kind of weird I like.
Exactly. You are one of us. I'm down with that.
Congratulations, King of Hearts.
I want to see
you're one of us.
Ken Watlington go at it with the WCTI early morning news girl.
Okay.
Whoa. In a fight.
Oh, okay. I think Patrick Mason.
Well,
nah, he's Paperboy.
He's Paperboy.
Okay, but I was thinking to do like
Think
a
of Patrick Mason
Iron
in the neighborhood
Chef
throwing
type of
paper.
deal.
Iron Chef?
Like an Iron Chef Patrick, but make it for soup.
He's only making soup.
He's only making soup.
Every episode.
Yeah.
I'm just over here making soup.
The former guy, Tony Castleberry, he would have liked him, Joey. He's got a good sense of humor. But my joke on him, I'd call him Paperboy. And every time he came on and be like, so you deliver the papers, right? He got banned from the show.
Oh man.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Why did he get banned again?
Should we say it on there?
Things, or?
It was a fake banning, but it was a real banning. Because he went and did something else where, and I told him it's not on the air thing.
Okay.
Is he still around? Like, is he?
He's still with us. He's still alive.
No. I mean, is he still in Raleigh? Because I think the last time he was like in the Raleigh area.
Wasn't he doing stand-up comedy?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was checking on.
He's a very, very funny fellow. Another funny fellow just sent a text and said the weather guys would have to have a pillow fight. And that funny man will remain nameless.
That is a funny man right there.
Bring back Marvin Daugherty.
Marvin Daugherty.
Shirley, you
Bring back Marvin Daugherty.
kind of sounded like
Marvin Daugherty.
a Southern belle when you said that.
Oh, well, I do declare.
I declare Marvin Daugherty is going to get a fight with Philip Williams.
Bob DeBartoladen would whoop ass.
Who?
Bob DeBartoladen.
Who the hell is
this
that?
the Adam Market guy? Just a local reference?
No, it's WRL. I just want to say
I'm
his
trying
name.
to remember. Was Jim Woods a weatherman or was he a sports guy?
I think he did everything.
Okay. Because I would pit like Jim Woods from back in the day.
My God, Chad is going to hit this on every platform until we bring it up. Instead of talking bad ECU and Panther football, let's discuss undefeated Hope versus AG Cox coming up this Thursday.
Chad.
Should we do, and by the way, this is very confusing because we have a Chad Moore who's a Titans fan. This is a different Chad Moore.
Who's a friend of mine.
And Chad, I tell you what, I'll see if I can get Chandler in here to host a 4-hour Bud Light pregame tailgate for AG Cox and Hope. I hope he says yes. Chandler?
I'm down.
All right, Chandler's going to host that show. What time's y'all's games?
I would love to do a fifth
Slim
quarter.
short.
Yo, you want a fifth quarter?
All right, let's go to Jimmy's mom.
Jimmy's mom.
Let's go to Jimmy's mom.
My boy didn't play enough today. The coach should be fired.
All right, let's go to Billy's mom. Billy's mom in Aden. Hey, Billy's mom.
That Coach Moore don't know what he's doing. He don't know his rear end from a hole in the wall.
Let's go to Timmy's brother. Jessica, I'm breaking up with you. I'm going out with Kristen this weekend. The middle school fifth quarter call-in show.
Let's go to Brett's aunt. Brett's aunt, how you doing? Man, we suck.
Now we got Chad Moore talking to Chad Moore. I don't like this inception. It's freaking me out. Let's take a break. When we return, we will make our picks for Week 6 of the NFL. I have a lock of the century. Moneyline dog. Lock of the century, moneyline dog. Coming your way when we return after this.
Welcome to the land of fame, excess. Who am I gonna be? I jumped in the cab, here I am for the first time. Look to my right and I see the Hollywood sign. This is all so crazy. Everybody seems so famous. My tummy's hurting and I feel like I won't sing.
Here at Brown & Wood with Jeff Stein. Jeff, I've noticed a lot of great GMC pickup trucks on the lot.
Yes, sir. We have 2500s and 1500s in stock and the all-new 3.0 Duramax diesel. We earn 30 extra trucks on allocation, so go online, brownandwood.com, or stop in, build your truck, we'll get it coming for you. Brown & Wood, voted #1 by the customer in Greenville. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in eastern North Carolina. Open 7 days a week with live music. Every Monday, open mic night. Tuesday, karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday, acoustic night. Thursday night, line dancing and music from DJ Dog. On Friday and Saturday night, enjoy the best local bands in the area. And don't forget, Sunday Fun Day during football season with NFL jersey giveaways and more. Check out Facebook and Instagram for all up-to-date info. Y'all come get bucked up. Go Pirates!
Hey y'all, this is Lisa with Halloween Express, and the countdown to Halloween has officially started. We are celebrating our 25th anniversary of being Greenville's premier Halloween superstore. Halloween Express has all the Halloween fun from adults to kids. We got you covered with the largest selection of masks, decor, and more. Halloween Express is easy to find right next to Target. Come by Halloween Express today and let our friendly staff help you answer the #1 Halloween question. What are you gonna be? Halloween Express.
You've had your new computer a few years now, but lately it's been running super slow, acting strange, and you're worried about viruses and losing data.
This is driving me mad.
Let the experts at University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern professionally diagnose your Mac or PC to see what's really going on. They'll determine the root cause and not just symptoms, so you don't waste money fixing the wrong issues. Call 252-558-1280 for in-store or remote service, or make an appointment online at universitypccare.com.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-styled restaurant and bar, and there's always something special happening at the Rick House. Join us for lunch. It's our 2 for $20 lunch special during the week, and it's the perfect spot for that lunch business meeting. The Rick House celebrates the last Thursday of every month with a special wine tasting, and our buffet brunch is to die for. Follow the Rick House on Facebook for the latest schedule. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville. The Rick House.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
Nothing freshens up a space like a new coat of paint, and no one east of Raleigh makes painting easier than CertaPro. Residential or commercial, inside and outside, CertaPro is your dependable painting experts. CertaPro's concern is about getting your painting done right and making sure you're satisfied. Whether you have a large or small job, professional quality is what you will get. Let us come to your home or business and give you a free quote. CertaPro takes all the worry away from your painting project. Go to CertaPro.com and click on Clayton Greenville. That's CertaPro. CertaPro.
The arrival of fall also means the arrival of new clothing at Russell's. Hey, it's Russell, and we're gearing up for a new season. New color, new texture, new styles, and even a few new lines. Whether it's game day, school day, church day, or wedding day, we have you covered. It's all the quality clothing lines you've come to love and enjoy at prices you can afford. We're open 10 to 5 Monday through Saturday and have a great rear entrance for your convenience. Alterations are provided and handled in-house. A clothing store to meet your every need. Russell's Clothing in historic downtown Washington.
Hi, this is Parker Bunch. When I'm not hitting dingers or going viral, I'm listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Country Mart. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations, in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Town Insurance is your premier independent insurance agency. From maximizing opportunities to minimizing risk, Town's insurance advisors offer expert professional advice to clients of all sizes. For personal or business insurance questions, call 756-8300 today. And Bud Light reminds Pirate fans to always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, let's do a love mic'd up. So I hadn't seen this. ECU basketball put out a video of Brandon Johnson mic'd up, which is an interesting figure to mic up because it doesn't seem like he talks a lot, and he even says at the beginning of it, I don't talk that much. I tell you what, he does a lot of talking to his teammates as far as communicating on defense, which is good to see. And it's just good to see the boys having fun on the court.
They're good kids.
Good kids.
Look and listen. You know what? He doesn't talk much to the opponents. He does this. But he just points.
He will point at you.
In a heartbeat.
He will score on you, and he will point at you. And me and Chandler will go crazy. We will rip our shirts up in 213.
We love it.
And say, that's my guy.
We love it.
Point at that man.
We love it.
Oh my God.
It's just one simple motion, but we love it. It just drives us nuts. We love it.
I love trash talk.
I love it.
I love.
Do you like the too small?
It's getting a little played out, but I do. Yes, I like.
I like the too small when they step on it too. Then it's just like, yeah, you are tiny.
Squash it. I'll tell you what I hate. A, it's lame. B, everybody does it, so it's not cool.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
Rockin' the Baby?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm on the football field.
Oh, sorry.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Yep. The nose finger swag.
Yeah. What are they doing there? Are they wiping their nose and then pointing first down?
Yeah.
A, it's not cool. B,
what are you doing?
Why?
CeeDee Lamb keeps it there too. He'll wipe his nose. And
if you see, if everybody's doing it, then why do you think you doing it is cool? Come up with your own thing.
I mean, Cam had the. Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
that was his thing. Whether you like it or not, I mean, at least it was his thing.
A little scramble, 15 yards, slide, get up, swag.
Now, who was it that did the first down? They would point, but they had the football in their hand, then they would just drop it.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember who did that.
A lot of people that do that, but there was
Antonio Brown, maybe.
Possibly,
I could see him doing that.
Yeah, I can't remember who used to do that, but that was the one I would think of most frequently when I see a first down type signal, I guess.
Brady had he had the weird he would jab the air, say first down.
I enjoy those consistent celebrations. Like Victor Cruz salsa dance.
Yeah, I like when people have their own thing.
Yeah, waddle with the waddle.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Yes, exactly.
Waddle waddles as a dolphin. That's a great one. What else?
Eric, are you okay?
I mean, Cam Newton with the Superman. What's wrong with Eric?
Hey, I just want to know if he's okay with some of the things he's saying in the chat today. I think he needs to.
Wow, Eric.
He needs to have a session with his.
And the fact that I've met you before, man, I don't. If I see you again, if I meet you again, I don't know if I could look at you. I don't know if I could even look at you without like either cringing or just man.
Yeah.
Dude, come on.
Are you okay?
And you were a nice guy, and you are a nice guy, and I enjoyed meeting you that day. But once I see you again, man, it's going to be weird, bro.
Chad A. Moore is asking, what about Marshawn Lynch's ball grab? Not very classy. Not for the kids. Me? I like it.
Yeah.
Sorry. I think it's cool. I don't know if cool's the word, but it's him.
What was the one? I think it was Terrell Owens win the end zone and pretend like he took his pants off, and then
that was Randy Moss.
Yeah, that was Randy Moss.
Joe Buck lost his mind and said, "That is the most disgusting act I've ever seen in my life."
Yeah.
Hey Joe, he didn't really take his pants off. You know that, right? Like his.
And if that's the case, Joe, like your life is boring. Like, that's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life.
That's really the most disgusting thing you've ever seen in football? I've seen way more disgusting things. I thought that was funny. He was he fake mooned the Green Bay crowd and moved his little tushy around.
Yeah.
Like it was funny. Like if anything, it was like
what a disgusting act by Terrell Owens or by Randy Moss. Terrell Owens did the popcorn.
He did popcorn.
Joe Horn.
My favorite TO was when he went to the cheerleaders and took one of the cheerleaders' pom-poms, got in line, and started dancing with them. I thought that was great.
And you can't do that anymore.
People gave Devontae Smith a lot of backlash for it, but I like the celebration he did against the Cowboys, where he put on a ski mask, kicked the door open, and started taking things out of the what is it?
The Salvation Army.
Yeah, Salvation Army bucket. That was
stealing from sick kids.
Yeah,
always
stealing from
funny.
sick kids. That's always a great time.
I liked when Ezekiel Elliott jumped in it. You were about to bring this up, did you? Joe Horn with the flip phone.
He went to the goalpost and got it out and.
At the time.
What a disgusting act.
Oh, my God. He's making a cellular phone call during a game, and he's probably using his anytime minutes up and running over, and he doesn't have rollover minutes. Disgusting.
What a disgusting act by Joe Horn.
Chad A. Moore. I tell you what, our old Chad Moore is falling behind. Wait. No, that's the old Chad Moore. You know what was funny?
Old Chad Moore.
I thought old Chad Moore's middle name was Allen, and I was like, wait a minute, this new guy, this new Chad Moore, new to me, has an A middle name too? This is really freaky. So I was confused for a minute there.
I like that Chad Moore's profile picture on YouTube is a selfie of him with the radio studio in the background.
I can't see that. Now I can see it. I couldn't see it at first. All right, so old Chad Moore says Ocho Cinco proposing to a cheerleader. Ocho Cinco had some really good ones. He had the oversized mustard coat that said like Hall of Fame, and it was a future year or whatever.
It had a question mark.
Yeah, that was good. We still hadn't made picks.
The Steve Smith when he wiped the baby. Took out a towel.
He had just had a baby.
Wiped the baby. Oh, that was great.
Oh my God!
He did it just because he
we
had. We
hadn't talked about Steve Smith and Jerry Judy.
Oh my God!
I was going to get to that a little later, but
Agent 89 does not care.
I'm not with Jerry Judy, especially after the stinker he just did on my fantasy football 4.4.
I mean, we don't even have time to get to it all, but like, y'all need to Google that up, look it up. If you, Steve Smith said something on a podcast about Jerry Judy.
Called him a jag.
Just another guy. I like that phrase in football. Jamie says Jerry Judy owns Steve Smith. Jamie, of all your bad takes and of all the awful things you have said over the years,
Jamie, what are you talking about?
Please tell me you're joking. Please tell me You do not legitimately stand by the statement that Jerry Jeudy owns Steve Smith. In what world? How? Name one way.
What did he do to own him?
What?
You said he owned him. They asked him after the game. After the game, a man who only got what? How many yards did he get last night?
3 catches, 14 yards.
Okay, they asked Jerry Jeudy about the conversation he had with Steve Smith, and he wanted to say he didn't remember it, and you said that he owned Steve Smith? He said he didn't remember the conversation when clearly he remembers it. As Steve Smith was on the air, he's running behind him, acting a fool, and then he goes on the field and puts up 13 yards?
Yeah, he was going, if you know Jew, you know he stand on whatever.
And Steve Smith was he was taking the high road. He was like, hey, I want to apologize. I've been on my podcast. I've said some things about you.
He said,
I wanted to just apologize. And he said what he said. He said, I don't mess with you. I don't mess with you.
I guess he's saying Jerry Jeudy showed him up on TV. No, he didn't. He did something childish behind him while Steve Smith was on. And Steve Smith has such a great trash-talking brain, he kept on with the sentence, knew that was going on behind him, and said something to the effect of, let's look at this highlight of a receiver who knows how to get open. Kept talking trash while doing his job. What kind of own are you talking about here?
True professional.
And as he went to apologize, he said what he said. He said, well, you know what? Now I'm going to say you are an under-average receiver who hasn't showed anything since they picked you 3 years ago. And if anybody calls me saying, hey, Smitty, Agent 89, should we go and get after Jerry Jeudy? You know who he's probably talking about? He's probably talking about the Carolina Panthers, who he has a connection with, who they will probably go up to Steve Smith, who goes to a lot of their practices and say, hey, Smitty, do we need to get this guy? And guess what he's going to say? He's going to say, no, you don't need to get this guy because he sucks. He's not good.
They asked him about Hyatt and Mingo, and they took his advice on Mingo as well. So hopefully they take his advice on this one.
Chandler, you familiar with Gomer's cousin, Goober?
Goober, yes, sir.
You want to read Eric's comment then?
Judy.
All right, there you go. Yeah, Steve Smith's a bad dude, man. Some of it was a little... Did
if
he
you
really
see this face, that means I scored.
Did Steve Smith really go try to apologize to Jerry Jeudy? No, I don't think so. That part sounds fake.
No, there's no way that happened.
Yeah. Steve Smith probably made up some of that stuff to make himself look a little better.
I'm not saying he did, but why would you say that?
That doesn't seem like the kind of person Steve Smith is. And he was painting himself as the good guy. Jerry Jeudy didn't have a microphone in his hand. You have a lot of power when you have the mic in your hand. You can make up whatever narrative you want to.
You can say whatever you want to.
Now, what I liked about the Steve Smith part, you had Jerry Jeudy going behind him, being loud while he's on TV, and he's able to keep focus and talk trash and do his job all at the same time. It was awesome. And Jerry Jeudy went out and had a bad game. And Steve Smith don't need to say nothing about that. This is not looking good for Jerry Jeudy. He didn't come out looking good.
Jamie.
Oh, so Jamie's just a pure hater.
Yeah, he just hates Steve Smith.
He said, Steve Smith, not a Hall of Famer. Steve Smith talks too much. If you don't like Steve Smith, just say you don't like Steve
Jamie
Smith.
One of those guys, he just doesn't like the trash talk. He doesn't like
Steve Smith, apparently.
He expects people to just score a touchdown, give it back to the ref, and sit down like a robot.
He wrote the phrase, Jerry Jeudy owns Steve Smith, in this chat.
Yeah,
That's enough to get your internet taken away from you.
I've not been a fan of Jamie for some time now.
Whoa.
Yeah. Wow. It's starting to rub off on me the wrong way.
What? Oh.
Wow.
Shall we pause on that?
Ken Watlington, pause.
Pause.
I'm not going to say the other phrase I was about to say. I was just going to digress.
Pause.
All right. Randolph's here. So we got to take a break. Because I see oh, my God. We got multiple stuff on the table over there. Oh, breaking news, Randolph. Dax just threw another interception recovered by the 49ers.
He said it.
We'll take a break, come back, have more for you when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Football Free Beer Friday. Back with you after this.
In football, it takes great offense, defense, and special teams to make the perfect team. With New Blue, it takes great service in plumbing, electrical, and HVAC to make the perfect team. This is Aaron Williams with Ease Plumbing, and we have teamed up with Viva Electric and Roland Black Heating and Cooling to form New Blue Service Group. Same great local team, same great local service. Let us help you tackle any issues you may have. Just go to callnewblue.com. That's callnublue.com. New Blue Service Group, where we are redefining service excellence. Go Pirates.
It's hard to forget how hot it gets around here in the summer. Remember, the hotter it is outside, the harder your AC has to work to keep it cool inside. And the more energy it uses to keep you cool, the higher your utility bill will be. Your neighbors at GUC have tips to help you reduce your energy use, such as using fans to cool you down inside and cooking outside when you can in the summer. For more tips, go to GUC.com and look for ways to save.
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owner's insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
This is Norm Bryant with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates.
UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in Uptown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
Kick off spooky season with everything you need at your CBD store. They have Delta 8 and 9 gummies, which are #1 in the world, along with seltzers, THCA pre-rolls, flour, and vapes, plus unique pirate gifts, jewelry, and accessories. Need help with sleep, anxiety, or pain? Your CBD store has you covered. And their pet products will help your furry friends stay calm. So stop by your CBD store today. Open Monday through Saturday from 11 to 7. Your CBD store, 420 East Arlington Boulevard. Go Pirates!
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Wings Over has always been a great go-to for dinner or a late night snack, and it still is. But did you know you don't have to wait for dinner to get Wings Over? That's right. Wings Over Greenville is now open for lunch 7 days a week. Get Wings Over for lunch and have it delivered right to the office. Wings Over also caters so everyone at work can enjoy. Wings Over Greenville has over 20 flavors to choose from, including the limited edition Cajun garlic flavor. Order today by going online at wingsover.com or by calling 758-9464. Wings Over, they deliver.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
We'll be singing when we're winning. We'll be singing. I get knocked
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tiebreakers is open every day at 11 a.m. and is the best place to watch your favorite sports while enjoying the best wings in town, along with sandwiches, appetizers, cold beer, and more. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be at Tiebreakers tomorrow night. Follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. Tiebreakers in Greenville at Bells Fork, in downtown Winterville on Railroad Street, and coming soon on Greenville Boulevard at the old Pizza Inn location. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Robert Matthews brought up the peeing like a dog celebration. That's where I'm going to draw the line. I thought that was a little much. Didn't think it was funny.
That was the worst thing you have ever seen.
If Joe Bug wants to go crazy on that, maybe.
That's the most disgusting act I've ever saw.
Yeah, that was too much. Wasn't that, was it Elijah Moore? I know it was Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
Yeah. Scott said, hey, did I hear the possibility of John Gruden to be the Pittsburgh offensive coordinator? That's crazy. We got John Gruden right here.
I don't know, man.
Okay, there you go. Is that your official statement?
I don't know, man. I would check my emails, man. But I'm enjoying these chicken nuggets, man.
Scott, that sounds like you just read something somebody wrote on the internet. I don't know. That would be very strange.
So the XY receivers over here, man, right? And then they go a crossing route, man.
Do we have Morgan Ahlers? We do. We'll get back to Steve Smith, Jerry Judy, make some picks, have more for you. But right now we head out to the Halloween Express live line. Halloween Express is Greenville's premier Halloween superstore right next to Target. Adults, kids, they have costumes, masks, everything in between at Halloween Express. Go see Lisa Cartwright and the fine people for all your Halloween shopping. We head out to that Halloween Express live line right now and talk to Morgan Ahlers. Morgan, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, Clip. How about yourself, my friend?
We are making it through what's been a tough week, Morgan, with a little sickness, with the Braves exit of the playoffs, with another Pirate dud offensively. But it's been a beautiful Friday, so I'm happy.
Well, that's good. You know, sun came up this morning. You woke up on the right side of the dirt. Life's good.
Life is good. And a good week for the Ahlers fam. As I'm going to give myself a little bit of credit. Holton Ahlers did not want to do an interview with me so much, he decided to go back to the NFL. We had talked about hooking up later this week with an interview, and then I got that text, Morgan, that said, well, not going to be able to do that, heading out of town. You'll learn why later, and we'll talk next time. But congratulations to Holton back with the Seahawks, as that has been a yo-yo so far of him on and off the crazy business of the NFL.
Yeah, it is, and that's just what it is. It's a business, and they try to put the right parts to the puzzle that they need each week, and that's what that practice squad's for. And especially if you're not one of the folks that have been drafted high over the years and have those long-term contracts, that's what that practice squad serves as. And, you know, true to what they said, though, the Seahawks told them, they said, if something goes wrong, we're going to be giving you a call. So, you have to look after yourself the best you can. And I did go out to Indianapolis this week, had a great workout out there, and, came back, and Wednesday night got a call saying that they were bringing him back. Drew had banged up his ankle a little bit, and Drew Lock, and they flew him out. They told him that Wednesday night about 8 o'clock, and he was in Raleigh at 4:30 the next morning and flying out at 6 o'clock. And he's out there now. They just finished up practice, and going to be heading to Cincinnati here shortly.
Hey, that's one of those things, too, Morgan. You just got to always stay ready, right? Even if you don't hear from them for a while and you're working out or trying out for other teams, you always got to be ready to go, because that was a pretty quick turnaround from him being here to there to, as you said, on the practice field.
Yeah, he had some frequent flyer miles, that's for sure. Going to Indy and coming back, and flying back out to Seattle. So
good stuff.
He's out there. We're going to see what happens.
Yes, sir. Morgan Ahlers joining us. Morgan, Chandler went to the game last night. I did not go, but I can always hear you from right outside the Pirate Radio studios. Your voice sounded good. Presentation looked great on ESPN. Field looked awesome as always. Jerseys looked awesome. Dan Mullen, Matt Berry had a lot of good things to say about the Pirates and the staff and the players, and all of that was awesome. The only part that wasn't was the outcome and the offensive performance. East Carolina, good fight back by the offense in the first half to to make that 14-0 deficit a 14-10 deficit at halftime. And defense was there for pretty much all night, but again, just could not move the ball offensively when they needed to in the second half.
Yeah, it was not pretty. Is that a good word? Not pretty?
Yep.
It's just they're struggling right now. They're struggling with confidence, I think. I think they're struggling with cohesiveness, regardless of what that is. And I don't know. I wish if I did, I could sit here and say, hey, man, this is what's wrong. We need to fix it. But I don't know. And along with a lot of people, you just sort of scratch your head and wondering what's going on. And I don't know.
Morgan Ahlers joining us on the Halloween Express live line. I know this. We need to win the next game. I don't want to lose to Biff and Charlotte, Morgan, and they'll be coming to town next week.
Is Biff the guy that walks around the sidelines, the older guy with the cut-off shirt?
That's the one. You'll be seeing him and his pretty arms next week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I hope we beat them.
We got to beat them. Got to get that win coming up.
Take care of it.
Next Saturday, 10 a.m., we'll be with you on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. And, of course, after the game, U.S. Sailor 5th Quarter Call-In Show. Looking forward to homecoming. Morgan will be talking to, I think, one of Holton's former roommates. I know his buddy. Miles Berry going to be back in town for homecoming, and looking forward to talking to him. He was one of the really neat and nicest young men we were able to talk to last season. Looking forward to seeing Miles again.
Yeah, Miles was such a good kid, and it's one of those things that he's just, again, such a positive young man. He did a great job, and one of my favorites, getting to know over the years, and looking forward to seeing him back here in Greenhalgh.
No doubt. Morgan, I got the high school huddle coming up tonight, 6 o'clock, right here on Pirate Radio, getting ready for a fun night of high school football. What games you eyeballing this week, Morgan?
Well, there's some good ones. You got Rose and New Bern getting set to do battle. New Bern's having to forfeit the 5 of their first 5 games of the season this year using ineligible players, as well as they did last year, forfeiting the state championship. Then you've got Conley on the road in our Pirate Radio game of the week. They're taking on Jacksonville. Washington North Pitt set to do battle. They'll be getting after it tonight over in Bethel. Aiden Griffin's on the road. Southwest Edgecombe and Farmville Central has the week off as they get set for their stretch run. So a lot of great football around here, and I think that Rose-New Bern game has a very interesting matchup. If Rose can continue to get better as they've been trying to each and every week, they got a chance, and I think New Bern's going to come out with a big chip on their shoulder, and be interesting to see how that one falls out.
Fastest moving hour in radio. Morgan will talk to the coaches, the TV folks, and everybody in between. Going to be a big edition of the high school huddle coming up tonight at 6 o'clock. Morgan, you working or relaxing this weekend?
I am working, actually, getting ready. As soon as I'm hanging up the phone with you, I'm walking out the door doing the playing over at Ironwood tonight for their member guests. Looking forward to that. And then have a show tomorrow to do, and then off on Sunday watching football. Hopefully watch the Bengals and the Seahawks.
There you go. Morgan, thanks for joining us, man. Go Hawks, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Thanks a lot, Clipper. Y'all have a great weekend.
Later, buddy. There he is, DJ Captain Morgan, joining us on the Halloween Express live line. We have fake fights going on in the YouTube chat. That's fun. Tyler says, F Jamie, F Chad, F Eric, F Chanman, Shirley, you're cool, F Clip, I'm out.
Wow.
Great reference to what stoner movie from the late 90s? Anybody?
Dazed and Confused?
No. What if I told you Dave Chappelle was in this movie?
Oh.
What if I told you Harlan Williams was in this movie?
Half-Baked?
Jim Brewer is in this movie. It is Half-Baked. Samson Simpson, I stick by my story. That is a great... Have you seen Half-Baked, Chandler?
No, I haven't.
First of all, Jim Brewer is hysterically funny.
You're a dumb movie fan. This is it's a dumb movie, but... And it probably doesn't hold up.
Is it like Biodome dumb?
It's in that realm, I would say. But it is a really dumb, funny movie.
Tommy Chong.
Yeah. Great. Snoop Dogg cameo. Jon Stewart cameo. Great movie. Joey? Half-Baked? No? Dang. Bob Saget's in that movie.
And Bob Saget is sneaky funny.
Well, and he's very vulgar in that movie, and it was the first time I'd see him be vulgar, and it shocked me.
Yeah, because most people didn't realize that the wholesome Danny Tanner, if you saw Bob Saget's stand-up routine as a comedian, he was actually quite vulgar.
Very.
I've been on you enough today, Chandler.
I was waiting for it.
This guy.
I like this collection of actors. Is it worth going back and watching?
People are looking for you to sprinkle your magic fairy dust on this whole thing and make it all better.
I hate to be the old guy and say, hey, young guy, watch this movie I thought was funny when I was younger. But yes, Joey, I think it would be worth going back and see them. Check it out with your buddies. Watch it.
You want to come over and watch it?
Well,
Chandler,
I got to ask my wife.
I have to ask you a question. Have you seen any Monty Python movies?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yes. Been a while, though.
Been a while. We need to take a break. Chandler needs a napkin.
I don't need one. Not anymore.
Chandler, you literally have barbecue sauce on your hand. You can pretend you don't. I'm looking at it right now. You can pretend you don't, and that's fine. But you spilled sauce on the table, wiped it with your finger, left it there for like 3 minutes.
All right, you went overboard with
wiped it on the plate.
You went overboard with 3 minutes. It was like 30 seconds.
It was way too long and way awkward.
You know why I did that?
And you look like a little...
I'm a man.
You look like a child.
I am a man.
In the high chair.
I am a man.
With your food in front of you, and you're just...
I'm a man.
You're finger painting with barbecue sauce.
I'm a man. I'm a man.
Now you sound like a little boy saying, I'm a man.
I am a man.
We'll take a break. Come back.
I am a man. I am a man.
Attention athletes and fans. Tiebreakers is looking for all-stars. Do you know an athlete who made a game-winning play, scored an amazing touchdown, or hit a huge home run? We're scouting Eastern North Carolina for this month's most outstanding athlete. Go to tiebreakersathlete.com to nominate your favorite player for the prestigious Athlete of the Month award. Tiebreakers, shining a light on the athletes that make Eastern North Carolina proud. Submit your nomination now at tiebreakersathlete.com.
Hey, Pirate Nation! Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. Dove, ducks, and deer, it's that time of year, and we've got the guns and all the gear. When you're not getting rowdy at Dowdy, enjoy browsing our online store and take your pick from the largest selection of firearms and accessories in Eastern NC. Be sure to check out our weekly hot deals, and when you're ready, head to Carolina Caliber. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff are ready to lead you to the perfect treasure. Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
What's up there, Pirate Nation? Kyle Gaines here at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Washington, North Carolina. This month, the month of October, excellent deals here at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram with 15% off MSRP on Jeep Compass, Jeep Renegade, Jeep Grand Cherokee second row, and third row. That's right, folks. 15% off MSRP on those Jeep brands. So come check us out here at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Drive a little, save a lot. Go Pirates.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
Hi, this is Frank Lee with Appliances Superstore, where we make buying appliances easy. If you're in need of a washer and dryer, I'm happy to tell you that we now have a Speed Queen lineup of washers and dryers. Speed Queen is the #1 washer and dryer in the industry. It is made to last. and they're in stock now at the Appliances Superstore. We will deliver and set up your Speed Queen washer and dryer and remove your old ones. Come get your Speed Queen washer and dryer today at Appliances Superstore, located right off 264 behind the new DMV, or AppliancesSuperstore.com.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
You've worked hard to make your business successful, and that's why it's really important to always have a bank in your corner when you need them. This is former ECU baseball player Ashley Capps from First Bank, and our experienced team of local bankers includes Lee Watson, Bonner Latham, Chris Richards, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nisbet. To get the business services that are right for your business today, come and see someone on our team at First Bank on Arlington Boulevard here in Greenville. First Bank, together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is John Gavigan with the Gavigan Agency. Our top priority is doing what is best for our members. Whether you are buying a new vehicle, a new home, protecting your family with life insurance, or filing a claim, our agency will be there every step of the way. Our goal is to become a trusted advisor for you and your family for all of your personal and commercial insurance needs. Give us a call in Greenville at 756-1400 for a car, home, business, or life insurance quote today, and give us the opportunity to show you the benefits of doing business with someone who cares.
This is Rajay Harris, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. East Plumbing, Viva Electric, and Roland Black Heating and Cooling have teamed up to form New Blue Service Group, offering Eastern North Carolina the best in plumbing, electrical, and HVAC services. Same great local team, same great local service, just a new name. For plumbing, electrical, and HVAC services, go to callnewblue.com. That's callnublue.com. New Blue Service Group, where we are redefining service excellence. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Man, I love all the references and lines from Half Baked I'm getting in the chat now. Such as, I want to talk to Samson. Sir Smoke-A-Lot, great musical artist. This horse is diabetic. Another great line. Abracadabra B. Now I kind of do want to go watch Half Baked. Great movie from back in the day.
Over.
Guys, like Melissa Etheridge, I want to come over. You know what I'm going to do?
All you have to do is come to my window.
You know what I'm going to do?
What?
You're coming over.
This is going to be very controversial. I don't know how y'all are going to take this.
That has never happened on this show before.
I'm going to do what they call in the biz a solid.
That's what Name Redacted always used to say.
I'm going to skip picks this week.
No way.
Oh, why?
No.
So because I work hard and I show up where I need to be, I can't pick? This is the highlight of my week. I enjoy writing down
What a life you
all of
live.
our picks. Yeah, I know. But still, I enjoy doing the picks. Don't take this away from me.
All right. Joey says no. Chandler?
I say no too.
All right.
I mean, you are the show. You are the host. I
what Tony
respect
done
your
today?
decision.
Tony's out. I've talked to Tony today. He is out.
Like with picks?
I have not received his picks. As the host of the show, as the leader in picks right now,
Also true.
I have the right to override you guys.
Okay, go ahead.
But I will not do that because I believe in democracy. I believe in America. I believe in NFL picks. And I'm a stand-up guy.
But you're sitting down right now. So what do you have to say about that?
I'm fat and lazy.
Touche. Let's pick them, boys.
Ravens versus Titans in London.
All right, I'm going Ravens.
Ravens.
Titans.
Wow.
Do I need to provide you with some NFL background?
Please.
Wow. Okay.
No, I'm going Ravens. They're coming off a loss, so give me the Ravens.
Keaton Mitchell, is he in the lineup this week?
He is practicing.
He is practicing. He is listed as questionable. John Harbaugh, John, which one is it?
John.
He did say that Keaton made the trip to London. It is, they're just going to see how it goes. That's literally what he said. So, but I do know that Keaton is with the team in London. He may be available for Sunday.
Y'all ready for the lock of the century?
Is this it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't even need to know who the Commanders were playing this week. I told Chandler before I knew who they were playing.
He told me last week before the clock hit 0.
Last Thursday. Washington will win next week because the Commanders have lost 3 in a row. Ron Rivera hot seat. Guy doesn't know what he's doing anymore. He stinks. Commanders stink. Everything stinks. This is when they win. This is when Ron Rivera wins. It's in the script. They're always going to hover around 500. They're always going to be frustrating. They're always going to give you a little glimpse of hope. Take it away from you.
Give it back for a little bit and say, nope.
Lucy pulls the ball away. Was it Lucy?
Lucy?
From Charlie Brown?
Yep.
Yeah. It's going to be Commanders over the Falcons.
You've got me convinced, buddy. And not only did you have to give me convinced, because I have lived in the Ron Rivera world where he did the same thing in Carolina during our mediocre years. So I believe you. And I'm going to ride with you. I'm going to go Commanders on the road in the A.
Joey?
Same as well. Wow, that was bad English.
I just suckered all y'all into not losing a game by picking my team.
No, I you know how I do my picks a little beforehand, but made me better.
All right, I was just making a joke, dude. Vikings at Bears. Bears?
Is Bears good?
Bears back?
Bears back? Are the Bears bounce back?
Joey, Bears back?
The Bears are back. I'm picking the Bears.
Wow.
Bears no good. Bears suck. I go Vikings.
Jettis is IR. Addison injured. Hawkinson injured. They're banged up. They're banged up Vikings over there.
Who'd you pick?
Vikings.
I'll take the Bears. And I don't think the Vikings are very good. And no Jefferson, as I think Joey said. Seahawks at Bengals. Tricky one here.
Holt Naylor's on the practice squad.
Well, you guys know where I'm going.
Boost.
We know where you're going.
I'm not picking the Bengals at all this year.
That's right. We're taking the Seahawks. I'm going to take the Seahawks.
I'm going to go Bengals.
All right.
What do I have to lose?
Niners at Browns.
Niners.
I'll take the Niners. Panthers.
Dolphins. 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 Colts and Jaguars.
Colts at Jags.
I got the Jags.
Who's starting? Minshew?
I hope the Colts. Well,
Minshew is the starter.
He needs to come off the bench.
Minshew revenge game. Yeah, they need to start. Yeah.
Richardson could probably be seeing like 22 people on defense.
No, just start another.
But they start or just start whoever.
Yeah.
They can take Richardson out there and say, "Hey, just snap the ball, hand it off, and then we're going to bring Minshew in, and he's going to win us the football game because they can't start Minshew and win. They got to bring him off the bench.
Zay Jones is out for that game,
and that's why the Jaguars are going to lose. Give me the Colts.
I'm going to take the Colts. Weirdly, Jags only win in London.
Colts on the road.
We're all taking the Colts.
No, I got Jags.
Huh. I got excited for a second there.
Man, we're all taking the Colts?
I feel like we would have been a very smart, sharp program if we all went Colts on the road.
baby.
Saints at Texans.
Was it last week the Saints beat the
34-0.
the Patriots?
Shut them out.
Yeah, they ain't doing it. Texans.
Thank you. Texas.
Texans.
I'm going to take the Texans.
Gotta love that quarterback.
Patriots at
Patriots suck. Give me the Raiders. Patriots are garbage. They stink. Their quarterback is a terrible human being. He wants to break people's ankles. He wants to punch people in the gonads. He wants to just be an absolute terrible quarterback. Well, guess what? He is all three. Give me the Raiders. And you can bet on that in Vegas
as well.
Yeah, I don't trust the Raiders at all, but I don't see myself picking the Pats for a while.
Josh McDaniels, revenge game. He's going to say, hey, old buddy, old pal Bill, I'm going to beat yo behind at home.
Shout out to me last week. Another Cardinals first half drive to Virginia bet. I feel so sharp doing that. Cardinals at Rams. I'll take the Rams.
Same here.
I'll take the Rams. I do want to look at the first half, though.
Just traded for Puka Nacua.
What'd you trade for him?
I was offered Kamara. No. Puka Nacua and Breece Hall, and I gave away Kamara and Zay.
I like how you say his name.
Hold on. Say that again.
I was given Puka and Breece Hall.
Wow.
And I gave away Kamara and Zay Flowers.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Oh, yeah, I fleeced them.
Who are these idiots?
Well, at first he sent me Gibbs and Puka for just Kamara. And I said, let me see if I can squeeze a little bit more out of you. And I did.
Man.
Ryan, you're a punk.
Every last drop. Eagles at Jets. I want to do something stupid here. And I have a lead, so I'm going to Jets. Eagles got some injuries. And they're not going to go undefeated, so why not lose a weird one here?
That weird one last year was against two clip.
Manders.
I'm going Eagles here. They stay undefeated.
Eagles as well.
All right, Lions at Bucks. Give me Detroit on the road.
Yep. Detroit is the real deal. Give me the Lions.
Lions.
Wait, do they have him?
Sky Montgomery is their running backs coach,
yeah.
And he's coaching David Montgomery to a hell of a season.
No relation.
Because he is the real deal.
G-Man at Bills.
I got the Bills.
Let's go Buffalo. Give me the Bills.
Cowboys at Chargers. Chad, I picked the Titans originally, and then I remembered the Ravens lost last week, so I went to the Ravens. I'm sorry. Everybody picked the Ravens. Eric said Joey over here selling parakeets with no heads.
I don't even know what that means.
Reference. Cowboys at Chargers. Cowboys coming off a loss. It's going to be all Cowboys fans out there.
I got the Chargers.
What's the Chargers coming off of?
You got the Chargers?
Yep. Austin Eckler's back this week. Offense is going to open up.
Were they on a bye, or did they play last week?
They were on a bye, I believe.
Yeah.
Chargers were, yes.
Chargers off a bye, and you said Austin Eckler's back?
Yep.
Easy money. Chargers.
Easy money.
Book it. You know what else is easy money? Cardinals first half +4. What do you think about that, Clipper?
I don't know. It'll be a game time decision for me.
Who do you have in this game?
Who, me?
No clip.
I'm taking the Cowboys.
Okay.
I'm taking the boys. How about them Cowboys? We them boys.
And there it was.
We them boys got beat by 52 points the other night. We them boys threw 3 interceptions. We them boys that lost to the Cardinals. We them boys.
Good thing Randolph can't hear us.
And there it was.
We them boys. King of Hearts says Detroit has one playoff win since 1957. Hey, stat to consider right there. Let's take a break. Picks are in. That was fun, gentlemen. I like making picks. I like talking about NFL.
Do these count? That's the question.
Yeah, they count. We'll see if Dano.
I sent Danny.
Danny's got a scrimmage going right now.
The list like 4 hours ago, though. So.
If he gets them in before Sunday and y'all want to let him play, that's fine. If Tony gets his in, we'll let him play.
Sure. Why not?
All right. We'll take it. Oh, Shirley, let's make somebody a winner. We need to give away some beer because it is free beer.
Give it away, give it away,
Friday!
give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Wild Pirate Radio, gonna be the answer.
317-1250.
What are we giving away?
How about a case of beer?
Beer.
Case of Bud Light.
Sweet.
317-1250.
Caller 12 must be 21 or over.
Caller 12 must be 21 or older. We will take your call on the Halloween Express Live Line, Greenville's premier Halloween superstore. Free Beer Friday, Pirate Radio. We roll on after this.
Here at Brown & Wood with Jeff Stein. Jeff, I've noticed a lot of great GMC pickup trucks on the lot.
Yes, sir. We have 2500s and 1500s in stock and the all-new 3.0 Duramax diesel. We earn 30 extra trucks on allocation, so go online, brownandwood.com, or stop in, build your truck, we'll get it coming for you. Brown & Wood, voted #1 by the customer in Greenville. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Pizza, subs, slice, ice.
Jenny, what are you doing?
Just letting the Pirate Nation know that Cuccinella's has 2 locations. One in downtown Greenville across from Sub Dogs, and now in Midtown Greenville beside Best Buy. Did you know Cuccinella's is open every day with $6 lunch specials, slices all day, beer, wine, and their famous homemade gelato? Cuccinella's in downtown Greenville, and now their new location next to Best Buy. Go Pirates! Get ready for tailgate season at Shimmer Boutique. Locally owned and operated, Shimmer has the best selection of game day apparel and accessories for ladies. And gentlemen, Shimmer has a newly restocked wide selection of t-shirts with brands like Local Boy, Old South, Southern Fried Cotton, and the newest edition, Pimp Shrimp. Shimmer has everything you need this fall. They carry the largest selections of Yetis and Hey Dudes and more. Be ready for game day and every day at Shimmer Boutique with locations in Greenville, Winterville, and Jacksonville. Go Pirates!
Greetings, friends of Eastern North Carolina. If you're looking for a great place to work with competitive pay and a multitude of advancement opportunities, Pitt County Schools is hiring. We employ over 3,500 people, and we're one of the largest employers in Pitt County. We are currently seeking teachers, bus drivers, school nutrition personnel, facility staff, custodians, clerical staff, and more. We offer advanced leadership opportunities for our educators and competitive pay for our skilled labor force. If you want to be part of a thriving school system that focuses on educating students, growing our employees, and promoting positive mental and physical health initiatives, we encourage you to become a part of our Pitt County Schools family to help ensure success for the future of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org. And remember, education is truly a team effort. Pitt County Schools. Live and lead.
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
Hi Pirates, this is Holden Ahlers. As I enter in a new season of life, it is still important to have a great team behind me. Whether you're going away to school for the first time, getting married, starting a family, or planning for your golden years, the choices can seem overwhelming and confusing. Let the team at Buck Insurance Agency make it easy as you enter into your next season. They have been helping people just like us for over 30 years. Give the Buck Insurance Agency a call today at 877-357-1966. Go Pirates.
At Coco's Sports Bar and Restaurant, they've got the best plays in the playbook. On Sunday, come and enjoy NFL football with $12 domestic buckets, $1 wings, and $3 domestic draft. Monday night, it's $6.50 chicken sliders, or get 2 hot dogs with chips for $6.50. Check out Coco's Sports Bar on Facebook for the latest info on menu items, drink and lunch specials, and more. Coco's Sports Bar off of Greenville Boulevard right behind Logan's Roadhouse. Your play of the day all week long. Go Pirates!
This is Carter Spivey, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations, in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. And both locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas. Country Mart fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. And the Buccaneer Music Hall has all the fun for your Sunday Fun Day covered. Every Sunday, kick off the day at the Buck. They have the largest 4K screen in Greenville, along with 18 TVs, so you don't miss a game. They will have mimosa specials, a Bloody Mary menu, and pizza all day from Pizza Hut. And don't forget the weekly jersey giveaway starting at 5 o'clock. Score every Sunday at the Buck. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right. I'm asking the chat gang to give me some TV and movie recommendations for the weekend. Tyler, after last Saturday's U.S. Sailor Fifth Quarter, no, we were off Saturday. After the Braves lost last Saturday, I watched Reptile on Netflix because I wanted to get away from sports. So drop some recommendations in the chat if you don't mind. And because there's going to be a time where I want to get away. It might be tonight. I might get away from sports for a little while.
You don't like sports documentaries?
Yeah, but I want to be a little breather from sports.
I hear that. I was going to say Beckham. That documentary was
not interested in that.
Why don't you watch something? It is spooky season.
I appreciate the recommendation. I'm just not interested.
I feel you.
And I'm fine with that, but I need a specific spooky things to watch, Shirley.
Oh,
you can't just say spooky.
Well,
you can say snooky.
You can watch spooky things before you go to bed.
I have.
Yeah.
I have Discovery Plus.
I haven't developed that.
And they have like an entire section called Paranormal and Unexplained, and it's got a whole bunch of paranormal, television shows
and unexplained
and documentaries and stuff. Some of these things are actually quite. They did a documentary based on the Scream character. Apparently, the movie Scream. It's loosely based on a true story. So there's a documentary on that. Documentary on the supposed exorcism of a 14-year-old boy that led to the creation of the original Exorcist movie.
I don't like exorcism stuff.
I'm giving you some examples.
I think it was phony. And B, if it's not phony, it's weird. Yeah. I don't like it either way.
Yeah, but I'm just giving you suggestions.
I appreciate it.
Makes my skin crawl.
Chaos Walking. Never heard of that, Tyler. I might check that out. I tell you what, let's get Greenie on the Halloween Express live line.
Okay.
Did y'all know the Halloween Express, just saw this, is Greenville's premier Halloween superstore?
I do, because I actually went there yesterday.
It's right next to Target in Greenville.
You don't have to tell me. I was there today.
Oh. Well, tell folks what's in there.
All kinds of
creepy little clown thing on a bicycle.
Chandler.
If you would let me talk.
Be specific. Yeah, I watch Narcos.
They have huge goblins, witches.
Whoa.
They have literally taller than me, like a witch.
Taller than you.
And like a gremlin that you can put in your yard.
They're like 6'3".
Hey, they have literally you can dress up as Michael Myers if you wanted to. They even have the
former ECU defensive tackle?
No, not that guy, but they do have his uniform in there if you want to get it. But they do have the overalls and the mask. They have... Literally, you can dress up as a fat sumo wrestler if you want to. And they got, of course, the classic. They have all kinds of these inflatable costumes. One of them's a sumo wrestler. One's a dinosaur. You could be a dinosaur for Halloween. Literally, you can be anything. And they had anime costumes in there. All kinds of awesome stuff.
Anime? Who's she?
Oh, you don't want to know her.
They have this creepy clown thing that's on a tricycle that, rides around just freely amongst the store. It is creepy looking.
Creepy. And Chan, you can take that mask off.
Oh,
Chandler.
by the way,
you can take that mask off now.
Has anyone ever told you how funny you are? Has anyone ever told you that?
Oh man!
Oh my God, you're so funny. Funny looking. But hey, guess what? Hey. So anyway,
You are terrible!
but how about this? You ever Don Rickles? He'll say, "Hey, you're pretty funny looking." But how about this? And here's another thing. But no, they got all kinds of great stuff in there, man. Go check it out. As soon as you walk in there, you're gonna go, man, where do I go first? They got like 5 or 6 different aisles you can go in.
Oh man, Halloween Express.
I mean, it is literally a super store.
Greenhalgh's Premier Halloween Superstore.
Talking to Lisa Cartwright today, I believe she said 13% off.
On the 13th?
13% off today if you go in there before they close off of like...
What if you go in after they close?
Then you're crap out of luck.
Man. I don't know if it was
13% off the yard decor, I think.
Yard decor. Wait, did you talk to Lisa Cartwright or Mike Keith?
Mike Keith was in there. He said, yard!
Oh, man.
They have a Mike Keith costume in there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the show has gone completely off the rails.
They have a Mike Keith costume in there, and it's also got like his like a list of things he says.
Yeah, they got that giant spider.
The Pinnacle Red Zone.
Did you see the spider web in there with the giant spider, the Halloween Express? And and the spider had babies, and those babies are kept in a sack. Went a long way for that one. All right, let's head out to the Halloween Express live line. Mark Greenhalgh, Golf Shop Radio Show, joining us. Greenie, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Been sick all week. Pirates lose last night. Braves lose last night. So to answer your question, Greenie, I'm not doing great at all. But thank you for asking.
I was going to say, I sounded a little under the weather, and I guess all the things combined just adds to the frustration, doesn't it?
Hadn't been a great week, but since the Pirates played last night, I get a Saturday off, so I'm looking forward to that, and be watching a lot of college football coming up tomorrow. The headliner is Oregon-Washington, and still fascinating, Greenie, that the Pac-12 will not be a thing pretty soon, and they have all these teams ranked in the top 10, top 25, and now we're getting to that point in the college football season. We'll finally see it in the Big Ten next week. Big Ten's been boring so far this year, but we do have Penn State, Ohio State next week. We've seen it in the SEC with teams playing each other. We've seen it a little bit in the Pac-12, where these teams will either rise to the occasion or start eating each other. And the common thought, I think my thought is, in the Pac-12, we're going to see everybody take a loss somewhere, whether it be USC, Oregon, Washington, everybody in between. But that starts tomorrow with a big one. Bo Nix and Michael Penix. One was in the SEC, one was in the Big Ten. Now they meet together in the Pac-12 showdown on Saturday.
Yeah, this whole thing's going to be interesting. Like you said, I mean, I for some reason, I got invested in the Arizona Southern Cal game last week, triple overtime, and finished at 2:30 in the morning. Yeah, I stayed up and watched that entire thing, but it's like you just sit there and you watch the lack of defense, from Southern Cal, and they're a top 10 team, but to me, they're not all that great. I mean, offensively, they've got some stuff, but I mean, Arizona was putting great pressure on them, causing them problems. Arizona, of all people, was moving the ball on Southern Cal. We know that Washington has a great offense, one of the best offenses in college football. And, we know Oregon's been able to do things on offense that a lot of people haven't been able to do in the past. So, somebody's going to win that game. Is it a blowout on one side? Is it a close game? Do we get any feel for how these Pac-12 teams are playing? But, man, it just seems like there's the big knock on the Pac-12 is going to be, they can score points, but when they get against teams with good defenses that can actually score points, they get blown out. So I think they're going to start eating each other, and it's going to be unfortunate, and we'll see how that goes.
And you mentioned USC. Their showdown with Notre Dame lost a little bit of luster with the Irish losing to Louisville, and part of that, I think, is Notre Dame on the gauntlet they were on with Ohio State, and a close one there, a close one against Duke, and then another primetime game against Louisville. They lose that one. They're in another one now with USC, so it's been a heck of a schedule for the Irish. And credit to Louisville, though, and what they did last week. They're undefeated, Greeny. We're wondering, who will be that team to likely face Florida State in the ACC Championship. North Carolina will have something to say about it. We thought Miami would until that debacle last week. They played North Carolina this week, but you got Louisville sitting there undefeated with a favorable schedule, and we'll see if the Cardinals can make it till the end.
Yeah, I think it's going to be another situation where, I don't think Notre Dame's all that great. Offensively, you would think they would be better with, 20th year quarterback Sam Hartman at the helm, but they're just not getting a whole lot out of that offense. And we saw the Ohio State Notre Dame game was a pillow fight on offense. Man, the past couple of years, we've, for the last 10 years, we've known that there was at least 3 really good teams, whether it was a Clemson, an Ohio State, an Alabama. Oklahoma was in that conversation, right? Michigan's kind of crawled their way into that conversation. This year, man, I don't know if I could even sit here and go, yeah, I really think that there's 2 teams that I could see being in the college football playoff, because everybody has struggled at one point or another. Yeah, we've got a bunch of undefeated football teams, but man, it just seems like everybody struggled at one point or another against teams that they really shouldn't struggle against.
Mark Greenhalgh, Golf Shop Radio Show, joining us. Looking forward to a college football Saturday. Mentioned Miami and North Carolina and Chapel Hill, also NC State and Duke in the Triangle. You got 2 big games in the Triangle kicking off within 30 minutes of each other on Saturday night, Greeny, and we'll see if Riley Leonard's able to go for Duke. If not, that game could change a lot.
Yeah, it's Duke is a good team. I don't think they're a top 10 team. And obviously over on the flip side of that, we've seen North Carolina do well. We've seen North Carolina struggle. So again, kind of a hit or miss with some of these teams. Man, when we talked to Bill Bender of the Sporting News, he's kind of on the same page I am. Is like there's 10 teams right now that could end up winning the national championship, depending on how the chips fall. Georgia's struggling against Auburn, of all people. Michigan's probably been the best team, but there's still the internal strife that goes on there. Can they sustain what they're doing throughout the entire season? Ohio State struggled. Florida State, to me, offensively, isn't a tremendous team. They got some good defense. Oklahoma, we've seen struggle, and then they turn around and take down Texas.
Yeah.
Of course, Penn State, we're all waiting for Penn State to get into that big game and fall flat in their face.
That could be coming next week against the Buckeyes. We'll see. But it is wide open right now. Makes it fun. Makes it interesting in the world of college football. Greeny, earlier this year, and ECU pitcher Danny Beal is an intern here. He's a Patriots fan. I got family from that area, and we were talking about Belichick, and I just said, Belichick, I heard some like Belichick hot seat stuff. I was like, man, he writes his own ticket out of there. Whenever he wants to go, he goes. Kraft cannot fire Bill Belichick. Well, if they keep getting beat by 40 every week, maybe he can. Just 2 back-to-back blowouts, Patriots in Big D, and then last week against the Saints. They got the Raiders this week. And Greeny, of course, you knew this wasn't the Dynasty Patriots or anything, but getting beat back-to-back weeks like that, you probably haven't seen that since the red jersey, white helmet days, I would imagine.
Yeah, it's really interesting. They are struggling mightily to get a healthy offensive line. They have not had the same starting offensive line in any 2 games this year, so mixing things up, moving guys around, and it shows. Mac Jones has about the least amount of time in the league to get the ball off. His receivers are getting pretty close to the least amount of separation in the NFL, and when you put those 2 factors together, it's no wonder the offense makes a lot of mistakes, interceptions. Come right out, throw a pick 6 early in that game. Again, just too many mistakes on the offensive side of the ball. Defensively, they're playing well. They just are out there an awful lot, and that becomes an issue no matter whether you're playing a good team or a bad team. If your defense is out there all the time, they're going to struggle at some point. So it's just been weird. I was talking to my dad about it down in Florida last week. It's like ever since Tom Brady left, the offense just seems to make more mistakes. And, when the Brady Patriots lost a football game, they got beat more more often than not. 99 out of 100 times, they got beat by somebody. This time around, it's 99 times out of 100, they seem to beat themselves. And you can't do that in the NFL, no matter how good or how bad you are. You can't make mistakes and expect to win football games. And at this point, they're making mistakes and getting blown out. But to that question, I would say that, Belichick gets this year and next year. And if something doesn't happen next year, you really have to consider moving on at that point.
Yeah, and man, the quarterback roulette is crazier than ever in the NFL now, and I'm fascinated to see where a guy like Justin Fields is next year, because the Bears are going to have a top pick if they struggle or if the Panthers struggle. Either way, they're going to have a very early pick. You're going to see a lot of big names go in the draft, and you're going to have veteran quarterbacks available for teams. And I'm just wondering, with my team with Sam Howell, this is a showcase year for him. Is this a showcase year for Mac Jones? If he's not the guy, do the Patriots go out and find somebody new next year?
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, they seem to be searching for somebody, and it's not working. But then again, you look at a guy like a Sam Darnold, who never had any time to throw the ball with the Jets, who never had any time to throw the ball with the Panthers. Give these guys a good offensive line, and let's see what they can do. And that's, to me, sometimes quarterbacks don't get the opportunity because they're not getting the opportunity to actually throw the ball. I mean, we've seen Tom Brady, when he had time, destroy people. We've seen Tom Brady, when he didn't have time, lose football games, and it makes a difference. And you got to have that combination. You got to have somebody who's able to make plays, but you also have to give somebody the time to make plays and maybe a little bit of a running game in there. And I think maybe that's part of the problem of the NFL lately is we've devalued the running back so much that teams don't run enough, and everybody's getting teed off on from a defense perspective. So maybe we need to get back to a little more running of the football and get some offensive line bolstered up.
Well, not everybody can land in a spot like Brock Purdy did, and not taking anything away from his talents, but put him with a great head coach, great surrounding cast, and you see what happens. He's lighting it up right now in San Fran. Talking to Mark Greenhalgh's Golf Shop Radio Show. Greeny, we'll close it on a positive. Hurricanes 1-0. They'll be in L.A. on a Saturday night, and your Bruins 1-0 early on this hockey season. So maybe the Boston Bruins will give you some sports delight.
Yeah, I think the Bruins are going to be a little more solid than people were giving them credit for. I mean, obviously losing two main guys down the middle, losing some of their key free agents they picked up at the deadline. I'm happy to see, and I think they're still trying to make a move. They put a young kid in, 19-year-old. They've got him playing third-line center. I think he's going to be a very talented addition. They've also got a pretty tall defenseman that played excellent in camp, and he just kind of lost out on a numbers thing because he could go back down to the minors without having to go through the waiver wire, and some other guys would have. And I still think that they're looking to make a move maybe to free up a spot to bring him up. But it's nice to see that they've got a couple of their younger guys on the team to mix in a little youth with a little veteran leadership to see if we can get stuff going. And to me, that's the way you do it when you're kind of flipping over your roster. It's not a complete overhaul, but you see what you've got in some of these guys, and then if they're working and you're kind of in the middle of the road, then you've got the opportunity to maybe make a few moves at the trade deadline and get some more scoring or some more veteran leadership and make a run. Because we all know in hockey it comes down to health. In football it comes down to health. Pretty much in any sport, you can be the best team in the world, as proved by the evidence of the Bruins last year, and you get all the injuries at the wrong time and you lose in the first round.
Greeny, what is going on in the golf world, and what will be your talking points coming up on Saturday's edition of the Golf Shop?
Well, Lexi Thompson, another female playing on the men's tour. Actually, she had finished up her round this morning, her first round, 2 over par. She's currently 3 under par through 10 holes as we speak in her second round, which would actually put her inside the cut line. Even Annika Sorenstam did not make a cut. Michelle Wee did not make a cut. She's the 7th female player to play in a PGA Tour event, and she could be the first one to make the cut, which would be ironic because she's about the last person I think that should have gone and played an event because she's played so bad this year. But maybe she has turned it around, and maybe she's found something. Now, it's an easy golf course to make a lot of birdies on, so we'll see how it plays out this afternoon. But she's got to keep it going to make the cut. So that's obviously a story to talk about because Meanwhile, the LPGA is playing over in Shanghai. The limited field event. Lexi did not play well enough to actually be in that event, so she had some free time on her schedule.
Greeny, good stuff, man. Thank you for joining us today. We will reconvene with you next Friday. Have a great show on Saturday.
All right, you have a great one. Thanks, Clip. Get better.
Thank you, Greeny. There is Mark Greenhalgh, Golf Shop Radio Show, joining us on the Halloween Express live line. We'll take a break, come back, get ready to wrap it up on a Friday and settle on our Lock of the Night.
Lock of the Night.
Back with you after this.
There's nothing more important than protecting your family. Fire ants can cause painful allergic reactions and even death. Protect your loved ones at home where you should feel the safest. Visit pesttechofgreenville.com to learn of our once-a-year treatment to guarantee you stay fire ant free. Tested and proven effective by your Eastern North Carolina exterminating professionals at Pest Tech of Greenville. Mention the crying baby for an extra 10% off.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's famous weekday lunch specials are only $7.99. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and a drink on the patio. Join Down on Main Street every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi Spa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Taylor from Fleet Feet, making sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season. Locally owned and operated by ECU alums Chris and Kendra Lunyon, Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoes, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come see us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf and Ski location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
Hey Pirate Nation, I'm head men's basketball coach Mike Schwartz.
And I'm Kim McNeil, head coach of your defending American Athletic Conference champion women's basketball team.
Basketball season is just around the corner and we're looking forward to another exciting season on the hardwood.
We need Pirate Nation to Pat Minji's Coliseum by purchasing your season tickets today.
Call 1-800-DIAL-ECU or visit ECUPirates.com to get yours now.
Thanks and go Pirates.
Looking for a comfortable mattress at a great price? Come by Farmers Home Furniture in Washington today and check out their wide selection of mattresses. Farmers Home Furniture has Serta mattresses and a variety of therapeutic mattresses and adjustable bases that can match with their wide selection of mattresses. Need financing? Farmers has 30-day, 60-day, and 90-day, same as cash, plus 12 and 24 months interest-free options. See sales consultant for details. Farmers Home Furniture, West 5th Street in Washington. Your new mattress is waiting for you.
This is Gina from Naughty Life in downtown Washington, inviting you to come shop our Restock store. We are back from market with a great selection of everything Yeti and much more. For back to school, we have Scout lunch bags and book bags in all new patterns. We also have a great selection of t-shirts, including Old Row, Southern Fried Cotton, and Local Boy. Remember, we always provide free gift wrapping with your purchase. Shopping is always fun at Naughty Life in beautiful downtown Washington on Main Street.
Kick off spooky season with everything you need at your CBD store. They have Delta 8 and 9 gummies, which are #1 in the world, along with seltzers, THCA pre-rolls, flour, and vapes, plus unique pirate gifts, jewelry, and accessories. Need help with sleep, anxiety, or pain? Your CBD store has you covered. And their pet products will help your furry friends stay calm. So stop by your CBD store today. Open Monday through Saturday from 11 to 7. Your CBD store, 420 East Arlington Boulevard. Go Pirates!
This is Amanda Houston, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Go Pirates!
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Taking a quick look at your stock market report, the Dow was up 39 and closed out the week at 33,670. The Nasdaq was down 166 at 13,470. S&P ended the week down 21 at 4,327. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors financial report for a personal look into investing. Call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors LLC, member SIPC. Now back to Clip.
All right, Pirate Radio Lock of the Night. We had 3 options on the table. One was mine. 2 were Chandler's. Chandler, I'm going to go with one of yours. Our Pirate Radio Lock of the Night. Trying to go 3 in a row here. We're going to go with the Memphis Tigers.
Memphis Tigers +5. I'm putting it in right now.
Fun show today.
That was fun.
Coming off a long day and a loss on Thursday.
Yeah.
But got through today.
I want to apologize just for kind of acting up some today.
And we all acted up today.
Yeah.
Everybody's good.
He got off to a rocky start, but just know that I love you.
Love you, pal. Happy birthday, Shirley. Joey, we'll see you. Randolph, thanks for coming through in the clutch. Brightening our day as always. You're the man. Chat gang, great day for you guys as well. Thank you all for hanging out with us on Facebook and YouTube. We will talk to you Monday, 3 o'clock on an all-new edition of Pirate Radio Live. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is